And that's exactly what they're looking for here today. Does it happen? I don't know. Toronto's going to have something to say about it. They're going to be good. Toronto had their chances. I do laugh at the fact that they say, well, Matthews hit a post and, the game could have been different. I said, well, the Bruins hit 4 posts. So, they had their pretty good opportunities too. Might not have been Austin Matthews, but they had some pretty good looks as well.
Brandon Carlo and the Bruins, as Beersy alluded to, they minimized the Leafs' odd man chances.
They're obviously very lethal, especially off the rush. They have some guys that can shoot the puck and playmakers especially as well. But for us, I think just focusing on our gaps from the offensive zone. Our forwards did a great job reloading tonight. We were enabling them to dump the puck in rather than skate in and make plays. So from there, as long as we're doing our job making those breakouts and playing fast, they don't generate a lot of zone time. So that's what we're trying to do against that line.
Yeah, so before we get to that, the Bruins just took the ice, and Linus Ullmark was the first goaltender onto the ice, so it looks like he's going to be the starter. I thought that it would be Jeremy Swayman, so obviously I was wrong, but we'll see how that goes here today. Now we'll get into the way that you have to play. So no matter who's in the net, you still have to play the same way in order to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? And that's that good team defense and really strong, making them come 200 feet. No, don't give them anything with turnovers in the neutral zone. There were a couple opportunities that they got, maybe off of a bad line change or off a partial line change when the puck got turned over. Not many. They were pretty good in that area, but they did get a couple of looks in that way. So making sure that you're protecting the puck and managing the puck in the right areas where you're not giving Toronto the opportunity to come in transition at you with numbers.
Charlie McAvoy explained how the Bruins tried to manage momentum swings in Game 1.
You're going to see pushes. It's a desperate time of year for everybody, so that was good to see how we responded. But like I said, today was a day to look back and learn on it. So, it's about us making changes and building.
Yeah, look, Toronto's a good team. They're a really good offensive team. They're going to have their push. You know that. They had their push early in the third, and it was important for the Bruins to kind of take that away, and they did eventually take that away with a really good shift by that Geeky line in the offensive end. It leads to a power play for the Bruins, and even though they didn't score, it took some of that momentum away from Toronto that they were building. They scored early in the third. All of a sudden, they got a little bit of life. It's 4-1. They're pushing. They're in Boston zone. They got the Bruins back on their heels a little bit. Not a ton of great chances, but a little bit. They had them back on their heels. And then the Bruins respond with a couple of good shifts. And I give the Geeky line a lot of credit for that, making sure that they got going the right way, protected the puck down low, forced Toronto to defend, and eventually forced them to take a penalty.
The Bruins' reconstituted power play units gave Montgomery exactly what he's been looking for.
I just feel like it's fresh and players are moving, and I like the way we're converging. The pace of the power play looks fast. And when the power play looks fast, penalty kill has to make split-second decisions. So I think that's even the first couple of power plays we didn't score on. I thought there was traffic and convergence at the net that was creating opportunities to score.
I heard some people say it was the second unit that scored 2 goals the other day. I don't think there's a first or second unit. They're 1A or whatever. It's just they're both equal. I mean, is Brad Marchand and Charlie McAvoy playing on the second unit? I don't think so. Just because David Pasternak's on one unit and those guys are on the other unit, I don't think so. They're 2 equal kind of units right now. They needed a change. It was so stale, and it was not working. And they probably waited a little bit too long in hindsight to make that change and try to get a new look. And get. You can always go back, but right now you've got. And the one thing that stood out to me, Judd, and this was a big one, when Pastrnak started the power play, he was off in a minute. He did not linger for 2 minutes. He did not linger for 1:45. He went off with the rest of the players in 1 minute, and that's different from what had been happening before. There was one incident, I went back and watched it, and he didn't want to go off. But he was under orders to get off the ice, I think, after a minute and make that wholesale change. And they did that a couple times. And eventually, in the second period, the Bruins broke through with a couple of goals. And they hit the post twice in the first period on power plays.
Here's what's brewing. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Available in 2 delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Drop by or order on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice, caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Later on the Duncan Bruins pregame show, we'll take a look around the NHL where Vegas head coach Bruce Cassidy is gearing up for a Stanley Cup title defense.
Both times I've gone to the Stanley Cup final, the first game of the playoffs was by far our worst game of the whole playoffs. It matters, of course, but I don't think it's going to set the tone for your whole playoffs.
We'll hear from head coach Jim Montgomery.
I expect the Maple Leafs to be significantly better, more determined, and we're going to have to raise our level if we hope to have success tonight.
And up next, we're going to take a closer look at the Leafs.
Benoit keeps it in with a shot knocked down in front of the net. In front, they score! David Camp knocks it in past goaltender Swayman, and the Leafs are on the board.
That's coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
David Pasternak plays here.
High slot now, McAvoy, far side. Pasternak shoots, looking for the tip. It comes back to him. Fires. He scores! He's got another! Marchand, high slot, looks back door, swings it across, popping out Pasternak. Shoots, he scores! Marchand's got it, right circle. Bergeron to Pasternak. Shoots, he scores!
This is the home of the Bees. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
If your lawn looks more like a desert than an oasis, then you know that lawn care isn't easy. If it were, everyone would do it, as well as TruGreen does it. In just 3 easy steps, TruGreen's online tools help customize a treatment plan for you. And it's all backed by the TruGreen Guarantee. Go to TruGreen.com today to start your 3 easy steps and save 50% off your first application. It's time to trust your experts at TruGreen. Live life outside.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most of us, Keith Urban also has a bucket list. You may be surprised to learn what is and is not on his. Text Keith to 45911 to read and learn more about the central theme of Keith's bucket list. Get a link to the story sent right to your phone when you text Keith to 45911. Go inside country music at BackstageCountry.com.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking for the perfect gift? Make sales your destination. Jewelry experts are available in-store and online to help you find jewelry for every style. And be sure to check out our latest new arrivals. Book an appointment today. And if you still can't decide what to get, give your loved one a gift card and let them do the shopping at Sales.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Robertson to center. Backhands high into the corner in the Boston zone. Played on the reverse to the far side and cleared back at center ice. Pontus Holmberg is there. Holmberg off the wing. Couldn't get it into the zone. Now gives the puck away. And now here's the Bruins with an empty net.
Welcome back to the Duncan Bruins pregame show. Sheldon Keefe said the Leafs took too many preventable penalties in Game 1.
Careless penalties, Domi's penalty obviously is the one that's I would call an undisciplined penalty. I understand what he's trying to do, but cross the line there and can't do that. But then just the high sticks and that kind of stuff, like that's just careless stuff that I don't know if that has anything to do with the emotion or anything like that. In terms of the emotion of the game, the competitiveness, the physicality, we had no issue with our game and on that end of it.
Yeah, I actually thought the game was pretty well officiated the other day. I mean, I had no, it gets magnified this time of year. We all know that. I was listening to a game yesterday in the car, and it was Washington against the Rangers, and somebody was saying, well, this guy, he's talking about a referee, is having a really tough day. The officials in general are having a really tough day. Well, whoa, okay. Look, everything gets magnified this time of year, and it's. I commend Sheldon Keefe for telling it like it was. The high sticks are high sticks, and those were a couple offensive zone ones, and the Bruins did capitalize on the high stick by Matthews. They didn't in the first period, but they hit a post, after I think it was Bertuzzi that had a high stick. But the one by Domi, he's just got to be smarter. Are you going to intimidate Brad Marchand? He's been through this how many times? You're not going to intimidate him. I get the competitiveness. That's fine. It's all good. It's good to have Bertuzzi and Domi and their mindset and the way that they play, and that's great. But you can't go over the line, and that's what the Bruins were able to capitalize and score 2 goals. The game was 2-0, and they scored 2 power play goals in the second period to make it 4-0. Game over. And certainly the Matthews one wasn't it's careless, yes, but sometimes it happens, right? Your stick gets up there and there's not much you can do. But the Domi one is definitely preventable, and you can't do it. And especially when they're watching him after the opening faceoff, when they went over and warned him before the puck was dropped to start the game. They said, we're keeping an eye on you today. And then he chops him right where Marchand has no padding there on the arm. I mean, it was so obvious, and can't do it. You can't do it. Not this time of year. If you're going to take a penalty, it's got to be worth it. It's got to be something that you're trying to prevent a goal. It can't be a lazy penalty. Stick gets up once in a while. Sometimes that can't be helped. Sometimes it can. But the slash off the face-off when they're keeping an eye on you already, you can't do it.
Sheldon Keefe also said that the Leafs' details have to be much better in Game 2.
I think, there's little things inside the game that make the difference, that give them the edge. They got a huge save early in the game at 0-0, right? And then shortly thereafter we make a mistake, give up a 2-on-1. So that's the type of chance that we didn't get through the game. We started the second period, we had a couple chances, a chance to even the score, and don't do that, and then turn one over on the breakout, and ends up, long shift ends up in our net, and then the penalties piled up, which allowed them to pull away in the game. So those are just little things inside the game. I don't, that's what makes a difference. And at this time of year, you can't make those mistakes. Usually the teams that does ends up on the wrong side of the game.
There's times where we hear Sheldon Keefe talk after a game, and I kind of shake my head. I think, he was spot on. He took 15 minutes to come out after the game to talk. He tried to compose himself, figure out what he was going to say, figure out how he was going to go about this. I thought he was spot on. And as a player, if I hear what he's saying in the post game, I'm sure he said the same or similar things in the locker room to his team. But then he came out, he called Domi out, for an undisciplined penalty, and everything he just said right there in that soundbite, spot on. So we'll see how his team responds here today. I was like, okay, that's good. I was wondering how he was going to come out after that game, because there's a lot of, not rumors, there's a lot of talk out there that Sheldon Keefe feeling a little bit if Toronto doesn't get out of the first round. So far, so good for the way he responded and had his press conference.
Time for the Catch-a-Slaw Health Report. The Bruins today activated Derek Forbort from LTIR after a 2-game conditioning stint in Providence. And Jim Montgomery said this morning he will make the trip to Toronto for Games 3 and 4. Justin Brazeau still listed as week-to-week with an upper body injury. Matt Patra is on long-term injured reserve after shoulder surgery. Catch-a-Slaw, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins, has won over $2 billion for its clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catch-a-Slaw. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catchaslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today. Kevin Majori has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most fans of country music, we're excited to learn that Luke Combs was back in the studio working on his next album. We've come up with our list of iconic Luke Combs music videos. Yes, Lovin' On You made the cut. Text Luke to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Luke to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
Seed on your lawn and accidentally created the world's largest bird feeder? Then you know that lawn care isn't easy. If it were, everyone would do it, as well as True Grain does it. Our science-driven expertise ensures your custom, nutrient-rich treatment works to deliver a greener, healthier lawn. And it's all backed by the True Green Guarantee. Go to truegreen.com today and save 50% off your first application. It's time to trust your experts at True Green. True Green. Live life outside.
Dick's Sporting Goods believes that sport has the power to change lives. As voice of the Red Sox, I've seen that time and time again. And now Dick's is opening the completely reimagined House of Sport at Prudential Center, featuring a rock wall, a multi-sport cage, and golf hitting bays, bringing new experiences, new services, and the best selection from the top brands to a new place Boston can call home. Dick's House of Sport, now open at Prudential Center.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com. Sports Hub headlines.
Jason Tatum's triple-double yesterday led the Boston Celtics to a 114-94 victory and a 1-0 series lead over the Miami Heat in their Eastern Conference quarterfinal matchup. Game 2 of that series is Wednesday night at TD Garden. The Red Sox completed a weekend sweep of the Pirates yesterday 6-1. Sox are off today. They return to action tomorrow night in Cleveland against the Guardians. According to Diana Rossini of The Athletic, the Patriots are listening and taking calls from teams looking to move into the number 3 draft spot. She says Elliott Wolf is running point, but Patriots president Jonathan Kraft is heavily involved in the decision-making ahead of Thursday night's NFL draft. And the New York Jets today traded quarterback Zach Wilson to the Denver Broncos in exchange for a 6th-round draft pick. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Valvoline. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Franklin, Billerica, and Peabody. I'm Kevin Majori. Judd and Bob take you around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealer.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic and SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Imagine a place where you are never far from your next adventure. Welcome to Prince Edward Island, Canada. A destination where the breathtaking views rejuvenate the soul. Discover 700 miles of coastline with white sand beaches and red cliffs. The freshest flavors from land and sea. World-class golf, outdoor adventures, and authentic cultural experiences. Come find your island. Prince Edward Island, the official travel destination of the NHL and a proud partner of the Boston Bruins. Learn more at explorepei.com.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Time for Beersy and me to take a look around the National Hockey League. Well, this evening, the Sabres made it official. They're rehiring Lindy Ruff as the team's new head coach.
What do you think? Second time around in Buffalo. He had a long tenure there for a while, and then he moved on and a couple different teams, but I don't know. I don't know. It's been 13 years since they made the playoffs. Is this the right call? I don't know what you think, but I like Lindy Ruff. I respect Lindy Ruff and what he's done around the league. I think there's a lot of respect for him. I don't know who the guy is to turn this thing around and get them going in the right direction. They've had plenty of high picks, and they underachieve. They don't play as a team, and when you look at the whole year, they have individual accomplishments, but when you look at the entire team over the entire season, they're far from where they need to be in order to get into the playoffs.
He has a lot of things on his resume that I think Kevin Adams, the GM, is looking for, but I think you have to ask yourself, what is he also missing? Tonight, Game 2 between the Hurricanes and the Islanders in Raleigh. Evgeny Kuznetsov said the Hurricanes, even though they lead in the series, they got to be better.
A lot of things went wrong. They outshot us. I felt like they outcompete in some areas, but that's why we have a pretty good team, and we regroup after 40 minutes. We know what we have to fix, and we did that. So I'm very happy that we get the W. That's most important these days.
Look, Carolina's a really good hockey team. We all know that. The Islanders were a little bit better in that game 1, but Carolina came out on top. Freddie Anderson had a really strong game. I like what Rod Brind'Amour said after the game. Actually, listen to both coaches. I thought they were both spot on. Brind'Amour talked about it. He said, it was a team that played us that has been fighting to get into the playoffs for a number of weeks here, and they played like it, and we played like a team that's been comfortable in a playoff spot. So we need to be better going into Game 2, and I thought Patrick Waugh, nailed it as well. He was happy with his team's effort. He was happy with some of the things his team did. Now they just got to finish, and that can be a challenge sometimes, especially when it gets in your head.
Tonight, Game 1 between the Dallas Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. Head coach Bruce Cassidy is gearing up for a Stanley Cup title defense.
Both times I've gone to the Stanley Cup final, the first game of the playoffs was by far our worst game of the whole playoffs. It's hard to put a finger on how that happens, right? Maybe guys are over anxious. Maybe they're all hyped up and the game doesn't go. Sometimes the puck just doesn't find you, and you get, then now you're chasing it, you're frustrated instead of just playing the game. So who knows? It matters, of course, because it's one, and you don't want to give games away, but I don't think it's going to set the tone for your whole playoffs. I don't.
Leon Draisaitl and the Oilers are getting set for the Kings in Game 1.
I think both teams know each other really well. No secret. Played a lot of hockey against each other over the last 3 years. So every series, I think, writes its own story a little bit. So I'm sure there will be certain surprises at certain moments, but obviously know the team well, and it just goes both ways. They know us, we know them.
In a moment, we'll have our conversation with the head coach, Jim Montgomery, on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The games play here.
Here's Nieto. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Nieto a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right.
Jones with a reset. Leans forward, takes the snap from Andrews, drops back, stands in, throws it back shoulder. Myers catches the 45 near side, tackled by Sherman. Boy, they're going to work against the former All-Pro.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most fans of country music, we're excited to learn that Luke Combs was back in the studio working on his next album. We've come up with our list of iconic Luke Combs music videos. Yes, Lovin' On You made the cut. Text Luke to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Luke to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
Hey, it's Felger here for Catches Law, New England's injury attorneys since 1986, and now the official law firm of the New England Patriots. With over $2 billion won and over 50 local attorneys that live in the same communities as we do, Catches Law are the experts to turn to when you're injured and you can't work. Catches Law handles more workers' compensation cases than any other law firm in Massachusetts, winning the largest verdicts in the Commonwealth in 2020 and 2021. So let them get to work on your case. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Welcome back to the Duncan Bruins pregame show. Time to bring in the head coach, Jim Montgomery. Money, you get Game 1 started. John Beecher scores in the first period. Brandon Carlo scores a huge goal early in the second period. What is it, as you watch the first couple of games also of the Stanley Cup playoffs, about third or fourth line guys, defensive defensemen. Why do these guys always seem to have an impact and find the score sheet in that first round?
Well, I think it's one, the games mean so much that every goal is magnified, so we notice it more. And also, you can't win in the playoffs without good depth.
Your power play at the tail end of the regular season, I think you remember, and maybe this is to paraphrase, it was almost paralysis by analysis. You broke up the groups. Has that helped in some sense that you've almost taken the thought out of it because the groups are different?
I think it has, because, both units are moving the puck quicker. We're converging at the net. It seems to be our power play is playing with more pace, which is what you want.
Is a functioning power play in the playoffs a multifaceted weapon?
Well, it is, but teams that have won the Stanley Cup have always won because of their superior 5-on-5 play. That's what wins out over the course of a series. Sometimes series go quick if your special teams are vastly superior.
It seemed like, at least to us up top, the Bruins really minimized the odd man chances against from the Toronto Maple Leafs. If you can go into what led to that, and what would you like to see repeated here in Game 2?
Well, I think that we were over top. We were very, I think our checking mindset was really good. And I think if that's the case again, we should be in good situation. But I expect the Maple Leafs to be significantly better, more determined, and we're going to have to raise our level if we hope to have success tonight.
One of the things that you did mention post-game is you didn't feel like your team was great net front. What are some of the details you're going to ask from them here in Game 2?
Well, just to be more determined, to win every foot of ice offensively and defensively. I thought they had too many second chance opportunities. We didn't have enough.
How does it help your team and you as a coach when you're able to toggle Hampus Lindholm back and forth?
Well, him and Charlie give us so much diversity back there with what we can do, how we can do it, and who we can do it against.
This morning at the morning skate, it looked like you spent a little time emphasizing a few aspects in O-zone play. What were you trying to get across?
Just, you're always looking to possess more. We didn't have a lot of possession time last game, so we're looking at ways that we can possess.
With the Zacha line, along with Pasternak and Danton Heinen, what would make them even more effective here in Game 2?
Having more of a workman's-like mindset. They're so used to having success off the rush and making plays that I don't think the plays were there because Toronto had a checking mindset. They didn't give us odd man rushes, and we got to be willing to work and hold on to pucks.
Last thing, in the overall big picture, how do you want to tailor your talking points to take these first two games?
Well, we want to talk about a win tonight. We maintain our home ice advantage. We want to talk about hanging on to more pucks in the O-zone and grinding them down.
Good luck tonight, Monty.
Thank you.
That's the head coach, Jim Montgomery. Stay with us. Game 2, Bruins and Maple Leafs. It's coming up next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
The home of the Bruins, Patriots, Rams, and Celtics. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station.
This is Boston Bruins hockey, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Cross to Esposito, shot.
Neely, wow. Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. Charlie McAvoy, an overtime winner.
The Bruins are brought to you by Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Apex Entertainment Center, VA New England. Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet. Live Nation. Nissan. Avidia Bank. Massachusetts Health Connector. Peerless Boilers. Coors Banquet. And by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Jeremy Swayman celebrates his first NHL shutout.
And by Catches Law, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Town Fair Tire, Removal Pro, Prince Edward Island, your New England Ford dealers, Charles D. Sheehy, UMass Lowell, Timberline Construction, Service Credit Union, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr. Put in. His 100th backhand score on a penalty shot for Raymond Gordon.
Bergeron, and the Bruins win the series. The Boston Bruins are headed to the Stanley Cup Final for the third time this decade.
Now, here's Judd Surratt and Bob Beers.
We're getting you set for Game 2 between the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Bruins victorious decisively 5-1 in Game 1. Only one change for the Bruins here tonight, and it's in net. Linus Ullmark gets the start here in Game 2. No changes for the Leafs, and Sheldon Keefe's group here in Game 2. We'll bring you back to get things started here on Causeway Street when we return on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most fans of country music, we're excited to learn that Luke Combs was back in the studio working on his next album. We've come up with our list of iconic Luke Combs music videos. Yes, Lovin' On You made the cut. Text Luke to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Luke to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
The games play here.
Vietto, he'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vietto a shot, and that tip denied by Ullmark, who scrambled left to right. Bruins crash to the front, left to the net. Coyle out in front. Gets Gibson out of position. He scores! Charlie Coyle with a dangle. Sneaks it inside the near post with Gibson down and out. Bruins 7, Ducks 1.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster. Please welcome Todd Angeli.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Todd Angeli with the national anthems. Toronto Maple Leafs, Boston Bruins, Game 2 of the playoffs. We look at our starting lineups here today. In goal for the Leafs is Ilya Samsonov on defense. Simone Benoit and Jake McCabe. And up front, it's Mitch Marner, Matthew Nyes, John Tavares. For the Bruins, Linus Ullmark gets the call in goal. Charlie McAvoy and Matt Grzelcyk, your defensemen up front. Pavel Zacha, Dan Heinen, and David Pastrnak. The starting lineup is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. New customers can bet $5 to get $200 and instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with code SportsHub. The crown is yours.
First 5 minutes are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years straight. Bruins working left to right, wearing the black Centennial home jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in Centennial gold. The Leafs in their road whites, blue numbers, blue letters. John Tavares wins the draw. Game 2 is underway. Along the near side, in the near corner, it's Zacha. He'll paddle it up right wing. The Bruins trying to brush it ahead. Here's Pastrnak, 1 assist in Game 1. He set up the empty netter by Trent Frederick.
Yeah, they were tough on Pastrnak in that Game 1, were they not? I mean, they were in his face all over the ice, I thought.
30 seconds in, we're scoreless. Leafs give away the puck. Held in by Marchand at the far point. Drilled back of the net by Zacha. Near side Pastrnak breaks for the contact, and then McAvoy with a reverse hit, and down goes Nyes. Now right side at center ice, McAvoy rifled it in. Far corner, it's McCabe. Took a hit from Marchand. Dished out to the neutral zone by Holmberg, and the Bruins have it. Center circle, it's Coyle. He'll drive it into the right corner. Back of his net, it's Riley. He'll steer it to the near corner, Benoit. Up the left side to Robertson. He had a great chance early in Game 1. Along the near side, the Leafs turn over the puck. Bruins with an outlet pass that Coyle can't hold on to out in the neutral zone. Riley, center circle. Bruins changing. Left wing feed Robertson. Around a discarded stick. Shoots, and Ullmark his first save. Along the near side, it's Frederick. He'll crank it up the middle. A little too far for Geekie. Grabbed by Riley. His dish up the left side to Matthews. Now right wing over the line. Here's Bertuzzi. Right hash. The former Bruin right of the net. Back of the cage. Shields the puck. Protects it over to the near side. Near point Bertuzzi. Bounced it into the near corner. Cut off by Lindholm. And Lauko a dish off the wall, and it floats out to center ice. Bertuzzi along the near side. Bumped it toward the middle, and Domi will steer it deep. Ullmark drives it over to the far side. Carlo cut it off, took a hit from Matthews. The Bruins get the puck. An outlet to the far side. Frederick's pass a little hard for Geekie to handle. The Bruins will kick it up the left side and out to center ice. And here's Frederick over the red line in front of the Leafs bench. Took a bump, swings it in. We've played just over 2 minutes, and the game is scoreless. Bertuzzi back of his net. He'll walk up the right side. Unusual to see a forward leading the breakout from that spot. And the puck is cranked back to the Bruins net. Shattenkirk cut it off. Plays it over to the far side with a backhand. Out come the Bruins with speed. It's Boquist. He'll sprint over the line into the far circle. Shoots Samson off the save. Boquist trying to spin off the check.
That's Maroon with a nice little play inside his own zone. Taking that puck off the wall and getting it to Boquist in the middle with speed.
Boquist near hash. He set up the series opening goal. John Beecher getting that goal in game 1.
And it was again Maroon getting that puck out of the zone and making the good play along the wall that helped set that thing up.
Bruins ripped the puck deep into the Leafs end.
Took a hit from Reeves and Edmondson. So they got running around, 2 guys on 1, and all of a sudden it's a 2-on-1 going the other way.
Early on, the first few minutes, a little bit more control than we saw in game 1. And now here's Marner, pulls up near circle in the Bruins zone, throws it out in front. Driven back of the Bruins net. Marner trapped by McAvoy to Nyes, jammed against the wall. Puck squeezed over to the near side. Tavares in the near corner. Had it stripped. McAvoy took a bump, couldn't get it out, gets a little help. It's flipped out in front, and Allmark will freeze it with Marner nearby.
Yeah, Nyes going over to have a conversation with McAvoy after McAvoy laid him out at the offensive blue line a couple shifts ago.
Nyes a big kid, 6'2", 210 pounds, only 20 years old. Played a little bit of college hockey at the University of Minnesota. He's a Phoenix native. 16:35 left here in the first and scoreless.
Yeah, I mean, Nyes had his head down trying to get that puck out. And McAvoy just stepped up and buried him.
Face-off in the near circle of Bruins zone. Matthews out to take the draw. Matthews won only 4 face-offs in game 1. Puck sent out in front of the Bruins net. Blocked by Coyle. And out to center ice. He sprints 3-on-3. He'll wing it into the far corner. Back of the net to Brusque. Tapped it along the near side. Up top now Carlo. Shoots. Samsonov the save. The Bruins tried to get to a rebound, but Samsonov covered it up.
Well, DeBrusk was first on that puck. He took a hit to make a play. He got hit out as he made sure that puck got pushed free. They rotated back to the right point, and then DeBrusk rotates to the front of the net looking for a tip on the Carlo shot. His stick was there, but he wasn't able to get to it. He beat Edmondson back to the front of the net after taking the hit by Edmondson. But Samsonov makes the save on his first touch.
Jake DeBrusk.
Or second touch, I guess.
2 power play goals and an assist in game 1. His maximum in the regular season, 2 points. Bruins win the draw. McAvoy ripped it over the crossbar. Back to the net. Here's Geekie. Traps it. Jammed against the wall by Holmberg. The Leafs trying to scoop it up. Push it over to the near side. Liljegren bobbled it for a second. His backhand goes all the way back into the Bruins' end. Bruins chip it ahead. One-handed out to center ice by Lauko. And the Leafs will set it up back in their own zone. Near point in the zone, and Benoit up left wing. Angled in deep by Robertson. Back of his net. Here's Grizzly. Chased by Holmberg. Wants to reverse field. Does to McAvoy up the near side. An outlet up the middle. McCabe stepped up on Lauko.
Yeah, he was looking for that one.
Puck sent out in front, and a good stop by Olmark, and the tip by Yarncroke. Bruins bang it ahead. And out to center ice. Robertson waits for a rolling puck near side. He'll wing it back into his own zone with the Leafs changing. 15:23 left here in the first and scoreless. Up the middle now Riley. Left wing to Camp. He had the only goal for the Leafs in game 1. Along the near side, Boquist couldn't get it out. Dewar shoots. Allmark the save. Shattenkirk rims it over to the near side. This will find neutral ice. Set up for Boquist. He'll pound it to the right circle in the Leafs end. Grabbed by Camp, chased by Maroon. Maroon back of the net. Got a piece of Riley. Riley bounced off the check and ripped it back into the Bruins zone. Shattenkirk back in his zone end, trying to swerve away from Reeves, who only played 7.5 minutes in game 1, but did pick up an assist on the only Leafs goal.
I'm not sure how he got that assist, but
up the left side out at center ice, Heinen. He'll flip it into the far corner. The Bruins chip and chase. Back of the net, Liljegren crashes in. The puck squirts to Pastrnak. Reverse hit, and down goes Tavares. Left point now, Grizzly shoots, and it skitters just wide. Little traffic out in front. McAvoy dives down. Pounded back of the Leafs net. Here's Pastrnak trying to shake free. 2 Leafs go to him. Far corner, the Bruins trying to chop it free.
A little double team on Pastrnak, Tavares, and Edmondson both on him that time. Yeah, Tavares just got the reverse hit on Pastrnak that time. So
here's Marner, a left wing feed out to center ice. Liljegren at the red line, pulled up, and then he coughed it up. McAvoy with his team changing, grabbed by Zacha. He'll swing it into the far corner. Marchand's on it, 2 assists in game 1.
A double team again.
And the Leafs will break the other way. Up left wing now, Bertuzzi. Drills it in from long range, and it's gloved easily by Omar. We'll take a timeout. 13:41 left here in the first. The Bruins and the Leafs are scoreless here in Game 2. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Does your money work hard for you? Earn more with an e-checking account from Westerly Community Credit Union. Get a crazy high interest rate, plus there's no monthly fee, no minimum balances, and you get up to $20 each month in free ATMs. Visit us online at westerlyccu.com/e-checking or visit one of our branches to open an account today.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most fans of country music, we're excited to learn that Luke Combs was back in the studio working on his next album. We've come up with our list of iconic Luke Combs music videos. Yes, Lovin' On You made the cut. Text Luke to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Luke to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by our New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years straight. Face-off in the near circle, the Bruins end. Linus Ullmark making his first start of the playoffs. Jeremy Swayman started in Game 1. Ullmark finished the regular season in a flourish in his last 10 games. A terrific goals against and a save percentage at .932. Matthews wins the draw against Coyle. It's Riley. Delays and then had the shot blocked. Back of the net, the Bruins release it to the far side. Too far for Marchand. Back of the net, Bertuzzi swings it to the far side. And Lindholm tied up Matthews' back door. Here's Marchand trying to swerve around some traffic. Matthews on him. Far side, the Leafs get it back. Backhanded right of the net. Try to return it for Matthews, and the Bruins are on it. Coming the other way is Marchand. He'll flip it into the right corner. Coyle going to dig against Riley. Smashed him against the glass. Near side, dug free by DeBrusk. DeBrusk to the right point. High slot. Carlo shoots. Samsonov the save on a rocket.
That battle won by DeBrusk with some help down low. Rotates it back up to Carlo for the one-timer in the middle.
Leaf chip the puck to the near side in their own zone, and both teams will start to make some changes. We've played just over 7 minutes here in the first, and the game is scoreless. Shots are 5-3 Toronto. Here's Nyes over the line right side. Bumped into the far corner. Grzelcyk knotted up with Marner. Zacha comes in to help. Zacha against Tavares. McAvoy pulls it free. Flipped over to the near side, and Heinen will cue it out to the neutral zone. At the red line, it's free to the middle, and Grzelcyk ripped it in. This puck goes deep. Near side, Liljegren flings it back of the net to the far side. Nyes will lob it back into the Bruins zone. McAvoy back to get it, and we have an icing call here on Toronto.
And I think you said it right off the top, Judd, after the first couple of shifts. You know, a little bit more of a conservative start for both. I wouldn't say both teams, but certainly for Toronto. Not running around, running out of position, trying to do something that really they're not. As these teams get reacquainted here in Game 2. That shot might have glanced off the mask of Samsonov there.
Faceoff won by the Leafs. They'll just flip it back out to the red line. Grabbed by McAvoy. Some of the Leafs will change as the Bruins tried to drive it in, looking for Geekie, and they couldn't get it deep. On the counter now, Nyes couldn't get it deep. And Lindholm banked it up to Geekie. An outlet for Frederick. He'll barrel over the line right side. Drops for Geekie. Right circle. Shoots wide. Rebound to Shattenkirk just onto the ice. Playing on his offside. He sweeps it back of the net. Peak. Playing his second career playoff game. Bruins chop it to the slot. Holmberg with it. And he'll sweep a backhand out to center ice. No William Nylander here for Toronto. in Game 2. He did skate, however, today. Back of the Bruins net, Andrew Peak. That's a guy who had 40 goals and 98 points, 10th in the league. Bruins bang it in. Goes back of the Leafs net. The Bruins are going to change. 11:18 left here in the first period. We're scoreless. Robertson speeds his way through the neutral zone. Flipped it over to the far corner. Lindholm's there. No pressure. The Bruins then give the puck away. Back of the net. Lindholm gets it back. Lost his balance. Far post, and Olmark has to trap it with his glove. Little action out in front. Reeves gets locked up along with Beecher. Robertson with Boquist, and the referee's there to break everything up.
That happens once in a while with Lindholm, doesn't it? I thought he had a good game. I know that Bertuzzi was able to get to him a couple times on hits, but he kind of loses his balance once. Like he's not tripped up or anything. He just kind of gets his feet tangled up as he's moving backwards, but nice job by Carlo coming across to help out his partner. He knocks down his man in front of the net, making sure that Camp can't bang that puck home. And Allmark alert to cover it up.
Lindholm 1 assist, a +3 in Game 1. 11:01 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. Matthews against Coyle. Matthews wins it. Swung to the right point. Edmondson shoots. Looking for a high tip. That was blocked. Bruins wanted to try and spring Marchand this puck to the far side. Marchand makes sure that it gets out. And then he drilled one of the Leafs. Edmondson almost into the Bruins bench. Bertuzzi skates to the far side. Looking to center. And it's denied by Olmark. The Bruins chop it up to the near point. Bertuzzi took a hit, sent over to the far side. Lindholm trying to scrape it out. The puck skids by Liljegren and out to center ice. Here's DeBrusk, speeds in, swerves to the high slot, drops to Marchand. Backhand, tries to cut inside on the triangle, and he couldn't scoop up the puck on the other side.
Well, Edmondson, nice job by Edmondson making sure that Marchand can't get that shot away. That's it's a hard play to defend when the forward knows what he's doing there. Marchand drags that puck. He's on the right side, so he's a left-hand shot coming down the right side. He tries to pull that puck in between the skate and stick blade of Edmondson and get the shot away, but Edmondson played him really well that time.
10:24 left here in the first and scoreless.
Edmondson is a tough kind of physical defenseman, but that whole shift, he's got his composure intact. He gets locked up with Marchand a couple times, but nothing,
McAvoy brings it.
Smart.
Hits some traffic in the slot. He's 6'5". Far corner now, Zacha. Draped on him is Benoit.
I mean, when your coach says you got careless and undisciplined penalties.
Grzelcyk shoots, and it's taken in by Samsonov. Zacha gets locked up out in front with Benoit.
You got guys playing the game a little bit differently today.
10:09 left here in the first and scoreless. The Leafs, in many ways, Beersy, if I think back to the last regular season game, and again, I don't want to make comparisons, but they seemed to play out of character in that game. They got beaten easily 4-1. They tried to play a style while they certainly acquired some grittier players, some nastier players during the offseason.
Yeah.
They played out of character in Game 1.
Yes. I mean, those guys can still do that. It's just a matter of how far you take it.
Over exuberant?
You want those guys for a reason. They just have to be under control. And Domi, unfortunately, took a bad penalty at the wrong time. But nobody's talking about that penalty if the Bruins don't score. Oh, there's McCabe with a cross check. He's going to go to the box. Just as we started talking about it.
It was McCabe in the last regular season game that cross-checked Brad Marchand in the face.
I mean, that's just I've got time for McCabe and the way that he plays, but that's a dumb penalty.
10:08 left here in the first. The Bruins with the game's first power play.
He knows it. Cross-check Lauko down to the ice. Lauko was just standing in front of Samsonov. He didn't dig at him. Gave Benoit a little push. Not even really a push. And McCabe comes in with a cross-check. That's kind of it's a mindless penalty. Like, what are you doing?
And he's a guy who
Your
kills
coach
penalties.
just called you out. You gave up 2 power play goals last game, and you do that. Nothing's going on.
Big opportunity here for the Bruins. They went 2 for 5 with a man advantage in Game 1. Coyle out there to start things off in the right circle.
The linesman have warned both centermen. Let him stay in, but he'll warn him.
He's going to take it against Kemp. And just a reminder, the Leafs 23rd in penalty killing during the regular season. Off the draw. Battle won by Marchand. Up top it comes. Here's McAvoy. Chased up top by Kemp.
Yeah, use the middle. Use the bumper.
Now right of the net, Marchand back to Coyle. Fanned on a shot. The Bruins get it back. How did Kemp not clear that?
He miscommunication with the defense.
Right circle, Marchand back of the net. Here's DeBrusk. Saucers to Marchand. Back to DeBrusk. Exchanges spots. Works to the middle. Right of the net, Marchand. Back door. They score! Morgan Geekie slams it home from the bottom of the left wing circle. A power play goal. Bruins 1, Leafs nothing.
Starts with Marchand winning a battle along the wall on the faceoff, right? 50-50 puck. Marchand wins the battle. Puck control for the Bruins. And then miscommunication between Kemp and the defenseman. I think it was Edmondson. Who's going to clear that puck? It was not Edmondson, actually. Who's going to clear it? Nobody clears it. Bruins stay with it. Work it down low to Marchand. Marchand across into the left wing circle for a wide open Morgan Geekie. Geekie would have missed the net by about 5 feet had it not hit a skate and gone in. So a nice break for the Bruins on that. But
what a sequence. The Leafs get it back, drill it off the crossbar. Domi shoots, he scores. The Leafs respond immediately. Max Domi took that rebound. Kemp right at the top of the blue paint, pounds it in. We got a 1-1 game.
He scored a goal, and you got some momentum. You cannot have this kind of shift happen against you. It's just Lindholm went back to play it. It was a funny bounce off the wall, and then a shot off the crossbar, and it's Domi battling away at it. It was Matthews who hit the crossbar, and that puck laid right in front. It hit Domi's body. Domi had one chance at it. It was stopped by Ullmark, and his second chance is the one he's able to push home with Ullmark down on his stomach.
All back to even.
I couldn't tell what happened, Judd, with the bounce on with Lindholm. He tried to go up the boards, but all of a sudden it's out in the slot area for a chance for Matthews.
Hopefully we'll get a second look. It looked like a funny hop off the partition. Carlo walks in, left circle. Lindholm centers. He was looking for Coyle.
It was there. It was there. Coyle might have been tied up, but that puck was there back door.
Near side in the neutral zone, it's Marchand. Angles to the far side of the neutral zone. Tossed it in. Back of the net, Samsonov. Just under 9 minutes remaining here in the first period. One apiece. Now Holmberg walks into the high slot. Feeds right circle. Sent over the crossbar by Yarncroke. And the Bruins trying to chip it ahead, and out they do. Frederick going after it. Back of the net, McCabe rims it around and out to center ice. In the neutral zone, it's banked ahead by McCabe. The Bruins grab it. And now Lauko laterally feeds to the middle, and Geekie back to Peak. He'll swing to the far circle of his own zone. Shattenkirk up the middle. Lauko with a step. Tapped it to the far corner. He and McCabe collide. McCabe goes down. Far circle, it's Geekie. Rolled it up top. Right point, McAvoy takes a look. Shoots. Samsonov to save. Big rebound. Pounded back of the net, Maroon. Up top, McAvoy fakes. Shoots. Blocked. The puck banged up the near side, back into the Bruins' end. Reeves chasing. Grzelcyk gets there. Grzelcyk hits the brakes. Couldn't get it out. Dewar fired it off the referee skates. The Bruins cranking around to the far side. Liljegren took a hit. Took another funny hop. Back of the net, the Bruins drive it over the near side as Beecher got finished hard by Reeves.
Reeves threw a couple hits that shift.
Near side. It's grabbed by Tavares. Walks to the middle. Poke check. Up top now, Riley. The game is starting to loosen up. Now the Bruins going shorthanded here as Grzelcyk touches the puck. It's going to be a hook. 7:31 left here in the first. Bruins won and the Leafs won here in game 2 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which Car and Driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse, mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most fans of country music, we're excited to learn that Luke Combs was back in the studio working on his next album. We've come up with our list of iconic Luke Combs music videos. Yes, Lovin' On You made the cut. Text Luke to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Luke to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
Hockey season means it's Peerless Boiler season. Now is the perfect time to replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Don't wait. Act now. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Brad Marchand, Jake DeBrusque with the assists on Morgan Geeky's game-opening goal. That's our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Granite City Electric Supply celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors in New England. Visit GraniteCityElectric.com to order. John Beecher in the box, and the Leafs with their first power play. Beecher off for hooking. We're tied at 1. The Leafs went 0 for 3 with a power play in Game 1, including an incredible chance with a 4-on-3 early in the second period in Game 1. And Sheldon Keefe said afterward that our power play looked slow. Tavares in for the draw against Coyle. Tavares wins it. Left point now. Riley dusts it off. Shoots. Blocked out in front by Bertuzzi. Back of the net now. Lindholm tried to outlet it. The Bruins pick it off. Now bounce it up the left side and out to center ice. 1:45 remaining on the Beecher penalty. 1 apiece. With just over 7 minutes remaining in the first period of Game 1, here's Matthews. 69 goals during the regular season. Puck chopped by the Bruins. They don't get it out. It's sent out in front, and Olmark a stick save. Tavares in the near corner. Knocked off stride, not once but twice by Carlo. Sent out in front, and Matthews stopped by Olmark as he squared up out in front of the Bruins. Clear.
Yeah, if you're going to be aggressive, all of a sudden Matthews finds himself open in front of the net as that puck gets to him. And a little quick redirect here by Matthews trying to go far side, and Allmark gets the right pad down.
Tavares swings it for the late coming Matthews.
Had some good looks last game.
Along the near side, Tavares jammed against the wall, and then Matthews knocked down by McAvoy. Near side, Marner tried to flip it to the middle. He got it there and then lost it. Here's Heinen. He'll skate it up the left side out to center ice. Saucered it looking for Saka.
Saka beat his man up the ice. He was there. That pass just too far for him.
And then he stripped Tavares of the puck.
That's who he beat up the ice.
Near circle in the corner. It's Heinen. He's going to eat some time. Skids the puck back of the net. The Bruins are going to change some of their penalty killers. 35 seconds left in the Beecher penalty. 6 minutes to go here in the first. 1 apiece. Riley up the right side. End of his shift on the power play. He heads off. Now Yarncroke, center circle. To the late coming Domi. Over the line right side, Liljegren. He'll rim it. Near point Nyes. Flips it to the slot. Picked off by the Bruins. They'll saucer it ahead. And Frederick's going to chase at the bottom of the right wing circle with McCabe. McCabe's got it. He'll send it up the far side. Angled off by DeBrusque. Now Nyes flipped it into the near corner. 3 seconds left in the Beecher penalty. Domi's got it. The Bruins back to full strength. High slot, it's fired. Deflected. It never got to Olmark. Chopped over to the near side. The Bruins have it. Beecher pounds it off the wall and out to center ice. Liljegren dished it to the far circle of his own zone. Here's Edmondson. Hits the brakes. Up the right side, Liljegren. Bangs it ahead on right wing. It got partially blocked by the Bruins as it goes into the far corner. Kampf to the far side. It's sent to the near wall by Dewar. Edmondson shoots, and that rocketed wide. Dewar, far half wall. To the far corner, Grzelcyk ties up Kampf. Crashing in is Reeves.
Yeah, you're not going to win that battle.
Reeves gets a little help. The puck sent up top. Back of the net now, Reeves. Shoulder to side by Shattenkirk. Sent on that. Dewar's drive denied. Then he got a second opportunity.
He had the first tip.
Bruins having a problem deep in their own zone. The Leafs fourth line generating some looks. Along the near side, it's Kampf. Flings it out in front. Gloved by Ullmark as Grzelcyk boxed out Reeves. 4:30 left here in the first.
Reeves coming together.
Separated by the linesman. Bruins won and the Leafs won. We'll take a timeout on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Face off in the near circle of Bruins zone. Shots are 12-7 Leafs here early on. The game is tied at 1 apiece. Playoff hockey is here in the Pro Shop, powered by 47, as you covered with everything you need to rep the black and gold in the postseason. Shop exclusive Bruins playoff tees, hats, pucks, and more. Visit BostonProShop.com to shop online or stop by the hub on Causeway to make sure you're geared up for all the hard-hitting playoff action. Matthews will take the face-off in the near circle against Coyle. The two teams trading goals 14 seconds apart here in this first period. Coyle and Matthews asked to reset, along with everybody on the hash marks on the circle. Bruins win the draw. Fling back of the net. Here's Lindholm up the left side. The Bruins can't bump it out. Second attempt. Matthews keeps it in. Now Carlo swings to the far side. Gloved it ahead. The Bruins flip it onto their bench, and we'll have a face-off in the Bruins zone.
Fans, Bruins Hockey is presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design, build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional, no exceptions.
Face-off far circle, the Bruins end. Matthews will take it again against Coyle.
The Bruins won that draw. They execute a nice reverse behind the net, and that pass up to the wing, it doesn't get out. You know that pressure's coming from the D there. I think Marchand would like to have that one back, knowing that he's going to get pressured as soon as that pass gets to him.
Right off the draw, Bertuzzi with a shot, gobbled up by Ullmark. He'll do it again on the far circle. 4:13 left here on the first, 1 apiece. Matthews wins the draw, chopped up top. Liljegren had a problem playing the puck, and the Bruins exit. Here's Marchand. He'll flip it to the right of Samsonov. Bruins make Liljegren take a hit in the right corner. Bertuzzi raked it ahead, didn't get much on it, but the Bruins sent it right back to him. Now flipped along the near side of the Bruins end. Carlo kicked it ahead. DeBrusk, who now has 4 points in the series. He and Marchand with the assists on the Geeky goal. Center circle, Matthews chopped off his stick.
DeBrusk, right, nice back pressure there, taking away time and space because the D is up. The D can be up because they know they've got DeBrusk coming.
Lyubushkin centered, denied, right of the cage. Here's Bertuzzi. His pass out in front. The Bruins deflected up the near side and back into the Leafs end. Marner back to get it. He'll drill it up the middle. Doesn't connect with a Leaf stick cleanly. Grzelcyk steers it to the far side at center ice. Battle for it. Chip to Tavares. He'll lead it over the line for Marner. Twist to the slot. Tried to stick handle through some players, and then McAvoy gets locked up with him left of the net as Ullmark freezes. 3:07 left here in the first, 1 apiece.
Marner slippery. You kind of forget about him a little bit. Not, I guess that's the wrong way to put it, but you think about Matthews, and I mean, Nylander's not in there. That's a massive loss, but Marner is so dangerous. He was a little quiet in game 1, was he not? But he can break free at any time, and that's somebody that you have to keep close attention to. You have to know where he is all the time.
Bruins drill the puck around off a face-off win. Here's Heinen over the line right side. 1-on-2, right corner. Jams it back of the net. Puck squeezes to the far corner. Pasternak trying to get to it. Pasternak's got it. Holds it. Backhands far corner. Zaka. Back of the net.
Yep, double team, right? You get pushed by one side, and then here comes McCabe. So they're looking to swarm a little bit defensively. Toronto is. They've done a better job here in this game than they did last game.
Up the right side out of center ice. The cross ice pass. Chavares chopped it back into the Bruins zone. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first, one apiece. Beecher plays the bank off the wall. Swept it over the line. Got around to check. Chopped it deep. Back of the cage crashing in is Boquist. Try to squeeze it out in front. Maroon chasing back of the net. It's rimmed over to the far side. Bruins create a turnover. But Kampf gets it back. He'll wheel ahead up the right side to the center circle. He'll fling it to the right of the Bruins net. Back to get it is Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk near side trying to shake free from Reeves. Along the near wall, chopped free by Dewar. Near corner, Dewar centers. And it's poked to the right point. Edmondson almost had it roll off his sticking out to center ice. Now Boquist helps trying to get a loose puck far side. Boquist will pound it up left wing and out to center ice. The Leafs tag up, brought in by Lyubushkin. Left wing feed Riley offside. 1:41 left here in the first, one apiece.
Well, the Leafs are content, it looks like, to go, or at least the Bruins are, because they have the last change. Fourth line against fourth line, but fourth line of the Leafs has been a little bit more effective here at the start of this game. The Bruins, I mean, they got the goal. The first goal of the game was their fourth line, making a good play, get out in open ice after Maroon chipped it. And they get the goal by Beecher, but the fourth line for the Leafs responded later in the game. It was not against the fourth line of the Bruins, but they've gone head-to-head so far this period, and the Leafs have gotten the better of it so far, territorially.
Face-off just beyond the Bruins line at the near dot. Holmberg against Geekie. And the Bruins have it. Here's Frederick. Escapes his stick check. He'll flip it into the far corner. Lauko chasing. Collides with Lyubushkin. Puck is free. Holmberg back to try and help out. Lauko knotted up by Lyubushkin. Now Holmberg will skate it ahead. Saucer to the middle. Left wing over the line is Robertson. Shoots. Olmark the save. And the rebound skidded up the far side by a Leaf stick. Bruins will flip it deep. Frederick back to crash into Benoit, who rides him hard against the inboards. Now Riley trying to dig it free. It squirts to the middle. And the Leafs chop it out to center ice. Knocked out of midair by Peak. He'll fade back. Swing to the far circle. His partner on this shift is Lindholm. 55 seconds left here in the first, one apiece. Peak, left wing. Lindholm, indirect, off the wall. Coyle flipped it deep. Back of the net. Domi lost the puck as Marchand got to it. Flipped it out in front. No Bruin stick was there. McAvoy delays, deals it in. Around it comes. It bounces back of the net. McCabe rims it around. And Matthews flings it through the middle. Gloved by Bertuzzi. 1-on-2. Holds the puck. Flipped it into the slot. Cut off. And it's flipped by Coyle back into the Leafs end. This is going to roll on net with 23 seconds left. The Bruins change. Edmondson couldn't get the clean pass D to D. Left of the net. Coyle shoots. Samsonov the save. That almost snuck inside the near post. And a quick whistle as the referee loses sight of the puck.
Well, Samsonov got bumped. His helmet came off. That was just a bad handoff there by the Leafs, and Coyle tried to make them pay, try to go short side high. I didn't see how Samsonov got bumped afterwards. It was the whistle went. I don't know why the whistle went, because the puck was never covered. I still don't know what happened. He threw his own helmet off. I don't know what happened to him. Did I miss something there, Judd?
We're watching now. Samsonov took his own helmet off, but it looked like it was after the whistle.
It was after the whistle, but I don't know what happened. I don't know why the whistle went. Well, he got hit. So he got hit up high with that shot. I think that's why the whistle went. Right? He took the shot off the mask. Coyle tried to go short side high. It looked like he was shaken up. He never covered the puck, but that's why the whistle went. So nobody touched him. That was out of caution for him.
Now the concussion spotter does have the option of taking him off the ice. He's still got his helmet off. He's talking to Jean Hebert, one of the referees. 14 seconds remains in the first. That was an awkward save that he made initially.
Yeah, Coyle took the shot from the goal line. He's right on the goal line. And he tried to go short side high, tried to bank it off the mask. We've seen a bunch of those goals this year. You know, either short side high over the shoulder or bank it off the mask and in. And he got the mask, and that puck stayed out. But he was shaken up, or at least he played like it was. And the whistle went, and I don't blame the referee for blowing it.
Bruins win the draw. Trying to get to it. Here's McAvoy to the near side. Soccer to the middle. It's fired. They score! There is nothing like the taste of playoff pasta. David Pastrnak rips in a one-timer in the slot with 8 seconds left in the first. Bruins 2, Leafs 1.
Wow. Off the face-off. Puck possession. Geekie took the draw. Pastrnak helps win this battle. And he's going to send it back to the point, and then he's going to rotate into the high slot. And Zacha with a no-look turnaround backhand pass from the right wing side into the slot. And David Pastrnak on the give and go, the one-timer. He pounds this puck home. Shouldn't say give and go because it went to the point first, but he helped win that battle and gets rewarded for it.
Peak swings it in. Listen to TD Garden. That's going to close out the opening 20 minutes. A rocket from David Pastrnak has given the Bruins a 2-1 lead over the Leafs at the end of 20 minutes here in Game 1. Beersy and I will bring you back for the first intermission in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The games play here.
Here's Vienno. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vienno a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right.
Special man. Jones with a reset. Leans forward, takes the snap from Andrews, drops back, stands in, throws it, back shoulder, Myers catches the 45 near side, tackled by Sherman. Boy, they're going to work against the former All-Pro.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. It's going to be a busy year for country superstar Jason Aldean. He's extended his Highway Desperado tour and is teaming up with Kid Rock for Rock the Country tour dates. We've ranked our top 5 Jason Aldean music videos. Text Jason to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Jason to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
Hey, the 82 preseason is in the books, and it's finally time for the real season, so don't miss out on any of the NBA playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in tournament through the finals, every opening tip to all those buzzer beaters, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and much more. And if you're new to sports betting, it's super easy to get started. Try betting on something simple like a team to win. Go to the app, select your team, and place your first bet. That's simple. And here's something to sweeten the deal. For new customers, bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Again, use the code SportsHub. And if you're a new customer, you'll get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. That's only on DraftKings.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Visit the President of Massachusetts. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms.
Oh, such a clutch pickup, Dave.
I know, right? I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
Oh, no, I meant those blackout motorized shades. MVP of the room.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. Even you could do it.
Nice.
I installed these and then got some for my mom, too.
What, you fly across the country to do the install?
Nope. Blinds.com can do it all. All she had to do was pick what she wanted. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Look at you, Hall of Fame son.
Oh, I just picked the winning team. They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Oh, Blinds.com is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
He shoots. He scores.
Go to Blinds.com for up to 45% off and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go right now for up to 45% off at Blinds.com. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Here's DeBrusque. Saucers to Marchand. Back to DeBrusque. Exchanges spots. Works to the middle. Right at the net. Marchand. Back door. We score! Morgan Geekie slams it home from the bottom of the left wing circle. A power play goal. Bruins 1, Leafs nothing. Welcome back to the first intermission here of Game 2. It's the Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1. Our first intermission interview is sponsored by TD Bank, and we're joined downstairs by Bruins centerman Morgan Geekie. Morgan, off that faceoff late in the first period, what was the conversation? What did you try and set up that was ultimately executed?
Honestly, we drew up something completely different, but we got some good players on the ice out there, and we were just playing hockey. So, Pav made a world-class pass to Dave, and we were getting possession off that draw too. So, it's good to see that one go in. It's big for the momentum going into the second.
Geeks, on your power play goal, how key was puck retrieval?
It was huge. We got one off a 50-50 draw by March, and then we had another one, kind of another play to the slot by C. So that's what the playoffs are all about, getting those pucks back and second chances. So it's good to see us converge on those.
Last thing, Geeks, as you look at the game from a 5-on-5 perspective, whether it's in your D zone or at the offensive end, what do you want to see more of or continue more of?
Just kind of what we've been doing. I think we've been playing a solid game. We know they're going to push back. They got a lot of skilled players over there. So just try to contain them, take time and space away, and just play in there as much as we can.
Thanks, Geeks.
Thank you.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins, and it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be here for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins, member FDIC, TD Bank, N.A. Beersy, that was a stunning end to the first.
Yeah, it was. I'll take it, though. And those are, sometimes those are tough to bounce back from. We'll see how the Leafs respond. I think it's maybe tougher after the second period, but, you got plenty of time left in this game. They're down by a goal. I guess you want to go positives or negatives right for the Bruins to start this one? I'd say negatives to start. I think the goal that was scored against them right after they take the 1-0 lead. Very next shift, a few seconds later. It was a clearing attempt by Lindholm, and I don't know if it hit a stanchion or if it hit somebody, because he looked like he was trying to go up the boards with it. All of a sudden, the puck was out in the middle. Matthews' shot hits the crossbar. That's two crossbars, or at least two posts he's hit in the first two games. But the ricochet hits Domi and lands for him. Ullmark makes the initial save off of Domi, but Domi's able to push it back home. Ullmark really wasn't set. He's trying to get back in the net, trying to get himself set, and he ends up down on his stomach. Makes the first save, but can't make the second one. But it was the timing of it, right? Right after the Bruins take the 1-0 lead on the power play. I think the other negative for the Bruins in that period, and it's something that they're trying to establish. How do they want to beat the Leafs? Well, it's puck possession down below the tops of the circles, and having the D involved when it does get rotated up high. Have they had that puck possession in the offensive end as much as they'd like? No. It looks like Toronto's made a little bit of an adjustment, and if they tried to do it last game, they didn't do a great job of it, and that's their double teaming. I mean, they're really coming down low to help out the D. If somebody has the puck down low for the Bruins, there's one guy, and if he turns to try to get away from that man that's on him, there's another man in his face, and that's something that the Leafs were pretty effective of in that first period. So it's going to be about, it's not just about beating the first man, it's about moving the puck. Now you know you've got two guys on one, you got to move the puck, you got to find an open man, and then you can change the sides quickly and have some time and space to make plays. I don't think they did enough of that in that first period. We'll see if they make an adjustment here in the second. So those are areas I look for the Bruins. You want to have more. You want to put the Leafs back on their heels a little bit more, especially in the second period. You can really take over this game, which they did 2 days ago. They took over in the second period. I guess positives, power play goal. Geekie scores. Puck shot probably would have been going wide. Actually, not probably. It was going wide. It hit a body and went in, but it was a great setup. And it was puck retrieval. It was winning the battle off the faceoff. That's Marchand. You know, that's a 50-50 puck along the wall. Marchand wins that battle. They got puck possession. And then a little miscommunication by the Leafs trying to get that puck out of the zone. The Bruins keep it in and eventually rotate it down to Marchand on the right side and then across the seam over to the left side to wide open Morgan Geekie. So, you know, anybody that's saying, well, they got, you know, that was the second unit that scored, second power play. No, they've got two units that are pretty good right now because they've split them up. They've split Marchand up. They've split Pastrnak up. They got Shattenkirk at the top of one. They got McAvoy at the top of the other. So there's two capable units, and it was the Geekie Marchand Geekie connection down low. McAvoy picking up another assist here in this one. So that power play has hurt the Leafs so far in this series. 2 goals in game 1 and another one here today. Penalty for the Bruins. They killed it off. Undisciplined penalty for McCabe on a cross-check. Bruins score.
Scoring summary in the first. Morgan Geekie with his first of the playoffs for Brad Marchand and Jake DeBrusk at 10:18 via the power play. 1-0 Bruins. 14 seconds later, however, Max Domi tied it from Austin Matthews at 10:32, but with 8 seconds left in the first. David Pastrnak rifled in his first of the series from Pavel Zacha and Charlie McAvoy. Time of the goal, 19:52, and the Bruins up 2-1 at the end of one. Shots on goal in favor of the Leafs, 14-10. On the power play, the Bruins 1 for 1, and the Leafs 0 for 1. Joe Murray has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
Jason Tatum plays here.
Zip the entry to Smart. No look, bounce pass to the cutter. Jason Tatum, who lays it up and in with the right hand. And the Celtics are dancing right now. They are Brogdon across half court. And fans headed for the exits. Tatum, pull up 3. Good night. You know what MVPs do? They still got 29 in the Tatum to the right. Pulls up on LeBron. They're isolated. Right side of the floor. Tatum spins on the baseline. Turns. Fade.
No.
Get it!
This is the home of the Celtics. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Spring is a time of renewal, so why not refresh your home with a little help from Blinds.com? We make getting custom window treatments a minor project with major impact. Choose from premium blinds, shades, and shutters. We even have options for your patio, too. Blinds.com invented a better way to shop for custom window treatments. There's no pushy salespeople in your home or inflated showroom prices. Our design experts can help you find the perfect window treatments on your schedule. We'll even send free samples directly to you. Plus, we can handle the measuring and installation for you. Unlimited window treatments installed for just one low cost. And with Blinds.com, you'll always get transparent pricing. No hidden fees. Our free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee can put the spring back into your step and into your home, too. Shop Blinds.com right now and save up to 45%. Up to 45% off for a limited time at Blinds.com. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, taking a look at the NHL scoreboard right now in the first period. No score between Carolina and the Islanders. Right now, Carolina leads that series 1-0. The Vegas Golden Knights travel to Dallas tonight. That series begins. Also, the Edmonton Oilers will host the LA Kings. Some other NFL news today, or NHL news, excuse me. The Buffalo Sabres have rehired head coach Lindy Ruff. He was previously with New Jersey. The NFL draft is on Thursday, and the Patriots open to taking offers for the number 3 overall pick. The team has also signed tight end Mitchell Wilcox, who played with Cincinnati last season. Other NFL news, the New York Jets have traded quarterback Zach Wilson to Denver, along with a 7th-round pick in exchange for a 6th-round pick. And the Red Sox, they're off until Tuesday night when they travel to Cleveland. Tanner Houck will get the start off his complete game shutout. Playoff hockey is here, and individual tickets to the 2024 playoffs presented by Rapid 7 are on sale now. Secure tickets to all potential games played at TD Garden for all rounds of the playoffs. For more information and to lock your seat to all the playoff hockey action, visit bostonbruins.com/playoffs. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive-through oil change. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick. Bruins lead 2-1 on goals from Morgan Geekie and David Pastrnak. I'm Joe Murray, Judd and Bob. They'll have the second period next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealer.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Does your money work hard for you? Earn more with an e-checking account from Westerly Community Credit Union. Get a crazy high interest rate, plus there's no monthly fee, no minimum balances, and you get up to $20 each month in free ATMs. Visit us online at westerlyccu.com/e-checking or visit one of our branches to open an account today.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Like most fans of country music, we're excited to learn that Luke Combs was back in the studio working on his next album. We've come up with our list of iconic Luke Combs music videos. Yes, Lovin' On You made the cut. Text Luke to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Luke to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
Jason Tatum plays here.
Tip the entry to Smart. No look, bounce pass to the cutter. Jason Tatum, who lays it up and in with the right hand. And the Celtics are dancing right now. They're Brogdon across half court. And fans headed for the exits. Tatum, pull up three. Good night. You know what MVPs do? They still got 29 in the lane. Tatum to the right. Pulls up on LeBron. They're isolated. Right side of the floor. Tatum spins on the baseline. Turns. Fades. No! Got it!
This is the home of the Celtics. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
At Milton Cat, our business is supporting your business with quality equipment, parts, and service. Visit MiltonCat.com today to learn why we've been the Northeast's trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Bruins win the draw. Trying to get to it. Here's McAvoy to the near side. Soccer to the middle. It's fired. They score! There is nothing like the taste of playoff pasta. David Pastrnak rips in a one-timer in the slot with 8 seconds left in the first. Bruins 2, Leafs 1. And that's the score as we're about ready to begin the second period. Both teams change ends, so Lena Solmark in goal to our right and Ilya Samsonov in goal to our left as we begin. And for David Pastrnak, how big is it that the big guys get rewarded early in a series?
Well, just the way that they checked him in game one, they were all over him, right? They were in his face. They were double, like we talked about that. You know, you got one guy on you, then they got support from a second guy when you turn up and try to, elude the first check. And I think Toronto really was aware of David Pastrnak and making sure that they took time and space away from him in game one, but he was able to get open there. What a pass from Pavel Zacha, though. It's no look, but he knows he's there. But it's a kind of a no look, or maybe a quick glance over the shoulder to know that he's there. But it's a spinorama backhand pass from the right wing side into the middle, with less than 10 seconds to go in the period to score.
He was wide open for that cookie, and he made no mistake about it. Samsonov got a piece of it as we get things underway. The Bruins...
Now you have to build on it, though, right? Now you can't allow Toronto just to dictate the pace of play like they did right after the first goal was scored.
Pastrnak guides it ahead. Might be a 2-on-1.
You got three.
Sacco over the line, high slot. Heinen had to pull up just so he wasn't offside, and the Leafs...
Grzelcyk was coming late as well. You had numbers there. If you fan out, you would have had it. I don't know if Zacha realized that Grzelcyk was coming.
Bruins change. Here's Benoit in front of his net, watched by Marchand. Given away out in the neutral zone. The Bruins bang it ahead. Marchand hadn't cleared the zone when he touched that puck, so we got an offside.
Yeah, Lindholm's got to wait an extra half second there before making that pass.
19 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1. Just to finish up on Pastrnak, Dan Heinen had mentioned it. People don't realize how hard he plays and how many battles he wins to create offense and how hard he is on pucks.
And he's evolved that way. He had trouble staying on his feet early in his career, right? He would get knocked off pucks, get knocked down a lot. Now it's hard to knock him off pucks.
Near side in the Bruins end, they'll flip it up left wing, back into the Leaf zone. Lyubushkin has to turn and go get it. Near corner, Lyubushkin, second tour of duty with the Leafs. Avoids Marchand. It's drilled up the left side out to center ice. Everything's been deep for the Bruins. Bruins fire it in. Marchand, right of the net. Scrapes it up top. Carlo's there. Dusts it off. Swings it into the slot. Left of the cage. Marchand turns. He's got it. Right of the cage. It's fired off the side of the mesh by Coyle. Coyle shakes. Bounces off the check of Matthews. Far side Coyle trying to drive it down. He kept it in with his glove.
Nice play by Matthews, right? He bumps him. It's a good physical battle. And then Matthews with the stick stays with him going out a little bit higher.
Bruins drive the puck out to center ice, and the Leafs will set it up back at their own line. Here's Liljegren along the near side, drives it ahead. It flutters high to the right corner. Carlo, we got hit hard along the near side by Holmberg. Gets back up. Maroon tossed it deep, chasing in the far corner. Boquist with the hit on Liljegren. Got him square, and out at center ice is Grzelcyk. He'll fade back into his zone. Left wing to Maroon. Over the line, left side, Beecher. Left circle. Dropped it for Boquist, didn't expect it, then got knocked down by Holmberg. Near side, Grzelcyk slowed up Kampf, and the puck to McAvoy.
Yeah, not a huge hit, but able to separate him from the puck.
Near side in the neutral zone, Holmberg steers it ahead off Kampf's skate, and it's swept deep. Ullmark tapped it to the near corner. McAvoy took a hit.
I don't know if that was the right play there for Ullmark or not.
Benoit shoots. Out in front, McAvoy knocked down Dewar. Up top it comes. Here's Benoit. To McCabe, shoots, blocked, and the puck trickles to the near point, held in by McCabe. He'll fling a backhand off the back glass. Far side, Frederick trying to chop it out. Out it comes, 2-on-1. Here's Geekie over the line. He's got Beecher to the middle. Geekie pulls, drags, couldn't get off the shot as McCabe stripped him.
A good block by McCabe. They were back checking pretty hard, so they're taking Beecher away. The only chance was to get that shot through for Geekie.
Bruins fling a puck up the left side, knocked down by Geekie. High slot, he feeds Peak, flipped it to himself in the right corner, tried to center. Back of the net, Frederick banked it out in front. That almost went off Lyubushkin and in. Far corner, dug free by Lauko. And Kampf has got it. He'll race into the far corner. Took a check from Lauko. Near corner, Lyubushkin. Ripped it up the right side and out to center ice. Knocked down by Reeves. Here's Pastrnak with it. Flings it over the line, right side to Heinen. Right circle. Shoots, blocked.
Riley.
He's feeling it as the puck is flipped into the Bruins zone. It's gloved and grabbed by Lindholm. Still in zone. Over the line, right side. Pastrnak. Dust. Shoots wide. Rebound swept over to the near side.
That got deflected. Riley needs a line change. He's going to get it now.
Here's Zacha back in his zone end. He gets a return feed from McAvoy. Muscled it over the line, then lost his footing after he got locked up with Nyes. Marner reached it over the line. Now Tavares high slot. His drop pass scooped up by the Bruins.
He just lost the puck on the stick handle, Judd.
Coyle over the line right side. Wheels to the far wall. Took a hit from Edmondson. Back of the net, Liljegren. 15:48 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1. Liljegren stops behind his net. Sent it over to the far side. Long left wing feed. Missed Bertuzzi. And we have icing here on the blue and white.
Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. Sheehy is driven to deliver. Between the Pipes. For the Toronto Maple Leafs here tonight, Ilya Samsonov, and for the Bruins, it's Linus Ullmark.
Face out in the far circle in the Leafs end. Neither team has registered a shot on goal here in the first 4.5 minutes. It's still 14-10 Leafs, despite some of the action. Off the draw, Coyle wins it. Up top, it's DeBrusk. Left of the net, Lindholm. Centered! And Marchand was just a little too deep. And it's flipped back into the Bruins zone. Ullmark out to play it. He'll drive it to Marchand. Kicks to the stick, hits the brakes. Threads it ahead. A nifty play to get around Domi. And Coyle drives it in. Samsonov has to wait for it to roll into the trapezoid. Dished it around to the far side. And the Leafs, their pass got deflected by one of the Bruins into the near corner. Matthews with a hit. And along the near side, Domi wrestling for it. He tied the game in the first period after Morgan Geekie opened it up on the power play. Back of the Bruins net. Here's Domi knocked down. Matthews couldn't get to a loose puck. McCabe pinches and the puck is flipped out by the Bruins. Marchand with a hit, knocked down Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi saw it coming. Now Lindholm sent it to the far circle. Carlo head up, stick handles, drives it ahead. Geekie had it cut off by McCabe. Backhanded ahead. Geekie intercepts. 14.5 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1. Bruins dig it free back in their own zone. Carlo indirect off the wall. Here's Lauko with a step into the right circle. Shoots Samson off the save. And then Geekie chopped down out in front. Oh, and I think that was Holmberg. He looked at the referee just in case.
He plays a physical brand. Kind of getting to know him a little bit more here watching him. He's thrown a couple of hits in this game. Now some pushing and shoving in front. It's just... The Leafs have gotten a little looser this period, right? You had a couple potential odd man rushes early to start. Holmberg and Geekie still jawing a little bit as they head towards the bench.
The Leafs, the second best offense during the regular season. They've been limited to 1 goal in 4+ periods. We got a long way to go in this series.
There you go, Judd. You just jinxed it.
Face off right circle. In the Leafs end, Geekie out to take the draw with Frederick and Pasternak. And the Leafs win it out. They come. Here's Yarncroke, steers it center circle, walks it over the line, drives it in. Ullmark with a stick save along the far side. And Kampf, far corner. Kampf pounds it out in front. Ullmark got a piece of that. Lyubushkin with a drive. That was just wide of the far post. Now back of the net. Riley tried to steer it out in front. Banked up top for Dewar to Riley, far hash. Closed on by Frederick out in front. It's grabbed by Yarncroke. The Bruins recover. Pounded up top, right point Lyubushkin. It's rimmed over to the far corner. And it's tapped by the Leafs back out to center ice. The Bruins will look to change. Lyubushkin. An outlet to the middle. Dewar tossed the backhand right corner. Shattenkirk takes a look. Paddles it backhand to Peak. Left side at center ice. Maroon drives it into the left corner. Edmondson chased back of the net by Maroon. And he let go of the puck, and Maroon sidestepped the hit. Here's Liljegren. Lost it in the neutral zone. Here's Maroon over the line to Boquist right circle. Backhand Beecher. Simpson off the save. The net is wobbling, but it stays on the pegs.
Well, by far his best save. He had to move to his right to make that. That was a turnover by the Leafs. Maroon quickly moves that puck over to the right wing side, and Boquist with a backhand sauce across, looking for Beecher going to the net on the far side.
I looked at John Druce's numbers today. Puck banged up the far side and back into the Bruins zone. Ullmark directs traffic to the near side. Here's Grizzly. Up the middle to Boquist, a clean outlet. Here they come in. Pasternak to the high slot, tap, McAvoy right of the cage, back of the net, sets it up looking for Heinen, and it skitters off the heel of his stick to the far side. Heinen finished his check hard.
Boy, he was there and he was open, available.
Bruins with the puck, flipped ahead by Zacha. 2-1 Bruins, 12 and a half minutes remaining in the second period. Here in game 2. Over the line, left side, Marner. Hits Matthews coming late, sent it on net, and Ullmark the stop. Doesn't take much for that guy to deliver to a dangerous shot. Leafs get it back. Skids into the slot. Riley, a backhand through the goal mouth to the far side. Pasternak scoops it up. Chipped it ahead. Took a check from Bertuzzi, and out it goes.
As soon as he got the puck, Bertuzzi's right there.
Near corner of the Bruins zone, it's Zacha. He'll twist behind his net. Send it up the near side. Given away by Lindholm. Now Domi. Tried to center out in front. Zacha recovered. Back of the cage, DeBrusk helping out. Far corner, DeBrusk lost his footing. Second effort trying to get it from Matthews. They battle along the far side. DeBrusk pins the puck. Scrum for it far side. Come out. It's a black and gold puck. Center circle, DeBrusk. He'll flip it on net. Samsonov gloves. He's got a hold. And we'll have a face-off in the Leaf zone. 11:29 left here in the second. And the Bruins on top 2-1. And we are going to go to a timeout. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
The Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. From sparkling, flavored, and bottled waters to zero-sugar sports drinks, teas, and sodas, consumers are taking advantage of these choices. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. To learn more, visit balanceus.org.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Service Credit Union is teamed with Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy for defending New England's heroes. Service donates $100 for every block shot and $1,000 for every shutout to pay for heart cancer screenings for New England police and firefighters. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73. All the goals coming in the first. David Pasternak scoring late in the first period, giving the Bruins the 2-1 lead. Morgan Geekie opened it up. And sandwiched in the middle, Max Domi's first of the playoffs.
Well, Samsonov has had to make a couple of good saves. One in particular, that was off the stick of Beecher. And that was a turnover by the Leafs. Good passing play by that fourth line. We mentioned that we thought that the Leafs' fourth line was a little bit better in the first period. That's a great opportunity for Beecher in the fourth line here in the second.
Face off near circle in the Leafs end. Geekie will take it against Kampf. The centerman asked to get their feet back on the hash marks. Off the draw, they tie up. Geekie hacked it back of the net. Edmondson's got it. Took a hit from Lauko, and the puck drilled back into the Bruins zone. We're going to do this again. Icing on the Leafs.
Fans, hockey season is Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com, and remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
They saw the left circle in the Leafs end. Geekie, Lauko, and Frederick stay out there for Jim Montgomery. Shattenkirk and McAvoy out for the ozone draw. Bruins win it off the draw. Frederick shot it wide on his second attempt. Bruins paddle it deep around to the near side. Shattenkirk pitches. Dewar cut it off at the hash mark. Camp will rim it around. The Leafs had Yarncroke breaking, and the puck skied back into the neutral zone. Dewar Plants it back into the Bruins end. Here's McAvoy. He's got 3 assists here in the first 2 games. Led the Bruins in ice time in game 1. The Bruins deflect it deep. Liljegren back of the net. Got bumped by Lauko. This puck doesn't get out. Frederick, right point. Banked it to the right circle. Shot it out in front. Samsonov the save and had to cover up with Geekie coming in the back door.
You mentioned McAvoy leading the team in ice time. He led them by like 5 minutes, right? He played over 25 minutes in that game, and next closest guy, I believe, was Lindholm around the 20-minute mark, just over it. And then he came in with Carlo around 17 plus, and Shattenkirk 17, or Peak 17 plus. Shattenkirk was 14 something. So they spread it around last game, but McAvoy definitely the workhorse back there.
And McAvoy had to serve a minor penalty in that game. So that ice time could have been even greater. Face-off in the far circle, the Leafs end. 10:45 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Leafs 1. Geekie kicked out of the draw. Zacha will step in and take it. So a little change here. Pasternak's out there with this group.
You're seeing him out there for offensive zone face-offs,
sure.
right? This is the line right here that scored the goal late in the first.
And the Leafs win this draw. Geekie heads off. Heinen heads on. As the puck is drilled deep, Ullmark stops it. He'll play it high off the glass. Knocked down in the right corner by Tavares. And here's Pasternak near circle. Dusts it off. Fires a forehand back into the Leafs end. McCabe, left wing feed. Out at center ice. It's snagged by Marner. He'll twist his way in. Tavares shoots well wide. Bruins may have gotten a stick on that. Zacha up the right side. Pulls free from a check. Wheels over the line high slot. Right point. It's sent across. Pasternak right circle. Shoots. Samsonov the save on a knuckler. Back of the net. Zacha kicking away at the puck. 2 Leafs trying to grab it. And it's scooped up by Riley. He couldn't get it out. Near hash now Riley. Bruins making a few changes as the Leafs bring the puck ahead. Riley's pass to Tavares. Intercepted by the Bruins. Coyle. He'll spin again away from Marner, who heads off to change. Up the left side, Marchand. He'll deflect it in deep. 9:40 left here in the second. 2-1 Bruins. Near circle, it's DeBrusk.
Wow, he just went right by Riley to get that puck.
Marchand shoots. I wonder if some of those pucks getting sent deep is starting to have an impact. Far side, Domi gets out of the way of a big Marchand hit. Out at center ice, indirect off the wall. This puck is sent into the Leaf zone. Now McCabe wings it ahead. Broken up by Coyle. DeBrusk as he was falling, an outlet to Coyle. He'll drive it deep. Back of the net now Beecher. Beecher left of the cage. Near corner, it's Maroon. Up top to Peak. Across. McAvoy back to Peak. Wanted to pull the trigger. Instead, will pound it down low. Now Riley far side. Wings it up the middle. On net. Ullmark to stop.
Would have been icing.
Ullmark dished it ahead off of Peak. Saw that movie once during the regular season.
I think that was intended for him.
Up the left side, Maroon. He'll fling it deep. Liljegren back to get it. Beecher applies the hit. And now Edmondson up the right side. Holmberg awkwardly steered it just over the line. Center circle now Robertson. Haven't called his name lately as the puck is pounded deep. Ullmark swings to the far side. Shattenkirk knocked off stride by Yarncroke. Grabbed by Shattenkirk. Settles it. Drilled it up the middle to Maroon, his former Lightning teammate. And now Maroon has it out at center ice. He's got a guy in zone, can't touch the puck. 8:10 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1. Game 3 coming your way on Wednesday.
Leafs wanted it too many men. They're going to get it.
Here's Kampf. Flings it in. Glove down by the Bruins, and the Leafs will go to the power play. 1 shot away from tying this game at 2. 7:59 left here in the second. We'll bring you back to TD Garden in just a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from Honda. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid.
See dealer for financing details. Mitchell College is a place of radical possibilities. Uncover your unique power and study what is most important, you. From starting or finishing a degree to career upskilling, or learn how you learn best, our compassionate approach embraces every side of you. Mitchell's inclusive community offers personalized study with pre- and post-college support, so you can be the best, authentic you. Learn more at mitchell.edu. That's mitchell.edu.
The Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. From sparkling, flavored, and bottled waters to zero-sugar sports drinks, teas, and sodas, consumers are taking advantage of these choices. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. To learn more, visit balanceus.org.
The bedroom. Guys, that's one place it's better to do things the hard way. The easy part for guys is BlueChew.com. At BlueChew.com, get chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis, but cheaper. Medical consultation, but no doctor's office. Prescriptions, but no pharmacy visit. Try a free month for just $5 shipping using promo code YES at BlueChew.com. Confidence delivered. BlueChew.com. Promo code YES. The easy way to do it the hard way.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Big kill coming up for the Bruins. They're up by a goal with 8 minutes left here in the second period, guilty of too many men on the ice.
Yeah, interesting. Trent Frederick is serving the penalty, so I'm wondering if he was the guilty guy. I saw 6 guys, but I didn't see how it happened. I know that Jim Montgomery was furious. Not at the referee, at his own team.
Face off in the far circle of Bruins then. The Bruins thus far a perfect 4 for 4. Shorthanded in the series, including 1 for 1 tonight. Riley, he'll pound it back of the net. Lindholm locked up with Bertuzzi. The puck is trapped on the end boards. Matthews trying to pull it free. Tavares doing the same. It squirts to the near side. Matthews gets to it first. High slot Riley to Matthews' right point. Matthews shoots. Ullmark the save as he picks it cleanly with Bertuzzi out in front.
Just looking at the out-of-town scoreboard here, Judd. One other game underway, and the Islanders with a 2-0 lead over the Carolina Hurricanes. Around the NHL is presented by the Massachusetts Health Connector. Act now. Get covered at mahealthconnector.org.
Face-off near circle of Bruins end. Bruins short for another minute 41. Tavares in for the draw against Beecher. Tavares kicked out of there, so Matthews will take it. Off the draw, the Leafs control. Here's Riley, walks to the middle. Twisted far side. The one-timer coming in, blocked by Carlo. Skids the puck ahead. Here's Beecher, might have a 2-on-1 over the line right side into the right circle. On his backhand, sent it just wide.
Yeah, I had Coyle on the other side, but that's a good opportunity there for Beecher. He's had a couple looks here in this second period.
And Mitch Marner, you had to force him to skate back. He's got the puck out in the neutral zone. Marner twists his way in. Tried to send it to the far side. It gets to Tavares. Bounced up top. Now the Bruins trying to free the puck. They couldn't get to it in the slot. Bertuzzi shoots. Ullmark the stop. 2-pad stack at the far post. That puck stays out. Far circle Matthews. Sent it left to the net. Now Bertuzzi drills it out in front. It never got to Ullmark cleanly. He was shielding the near post. Marner up top. Shoots. Kicked out of there by the Bruins. Waved at by DeBrusk, and he gets a second attempt. Shortens up and clears.
A couple blocks and a couple saves. That one by Ullmark there off the nice passing play by the Leafs that got Bertuzzi free in the high slot for the one-timer.
Bruins short for another half minute. Up 2-1, 6.5 minutes left in the second. Here's Jarnkrok, center circle, twisting over the line left side. He feeds to Nyes, shoots. The tip out in front goes wide. Liljegren pounds it back of the net, just out of the reach of Carlo. Nyes, nice pass between his legs. High slot now Liljegren. Near circle to Domi. Stick handles and looks. Up top it comes. Liljegren shoots. It never got to Ullmark. Out in front. Ullmark the stop on Nyes.
Yeah, that one got to Ullmark. The Nyes chance.
And then the puck. The Bruins are unable to exit it. Out in front. Jarnkrok shoots. Ullmark, what a stop at the near post. He got it with the glove. How did he keep that out of there? .5:53 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Leafs 1. We'll take a timeout on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Does your money work hard for you? Earn more with an e-checking account from Westerly Community Credit Union. Get a crazy high interest rate, plus there's no monthly fee, no minimum balances, and you get up to $20 each month in free ATMs. Visit us online at westerlyccu.com/e-checking or visit one of our branches to open an account today.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Saying in the NHL is that your goaltender has to be your best penalty killer, and Linus Ullmark was.
So, yes, he made a couple of good saves there. The problem, Judd, is, and this is why Jim Montgomery he's upset about the penalty, right? But in a series, when you go into these games, he's talking about the details and what has to be done, what has to be dialed in on the details. And when you make a mistake like that, they're checking to see if this puck went in the net. Yeah, they're checking to make sure that this puck did not go over the goal line. It was stopped with the glove of Ullmark, but they're making sure it wasn't behind the goal line. So, just going back to it, they've done a nice job. What were the things that they wanted to emphasize? Play above the puck. Don't turn pucks over in bad areas. Don't give up odd man rushes. They've done all that. Don't give the Leafs anything. They're a good enough offensive team. Don't give them anything. And they just gave them that power play by not taking care of a detail on a line change. They're taking a hard look at this shot from Järnkrok to see if it went in or not. I don't think that they can overturn it. Calling the ice was no goal, which is a good sign for the Bruins. I don't see this being overturned, but they have to make sure. That's a point-blank chance. Ullmark moving from right to left to seal up the post, and he wasn't completely over to the post, but his glove was. I don't think there's enough evidence there to overturn this, but
the other thing that makes it harder is this puck is not along the ice, so you don't get a clear picture if the puck is completely over the line.
Yeah. And they have to be able to see that over the line.
There was a call last night, I don't know if you caught it. It involved Adam Lowry and the Winnipeg Jets, and he shot the puck from a deep angle, and it started to roll on edge. And after they went to replay, they saw that there was some white ice between the puck and the goal line.
He knew it was in, but I don't know how he knew it was in because it was barely in. Right?
Well, he scored a ton of goals, right? But nevertheless, it was a critical goal. Here's the call.
It's confirmed. There's no goal on the plate.
Yeah. Lowry was excellent for Winnipeg last night.
What a game.
They got outshot badly. I know a lot of it was late, but they got outshot badly, but still, they played the way they needed to. And Colorado didn't get many saves. You score 6 goals against Connor Hellebuck, you expect to win a hockey game, right? Lose 7-6.
5:53 left here in the second. Face-off into the near circle. Nobody has scored this period. Bruins win the draw. Here's Shattenkirk. He'll crank it around to the far side. Boquist makes sure this puck gets out. Far corner Liljegren lined up by Maroon. Maroon hit him but didn't finish him hard at the end boards. Skating it out is Dewar. He'll angle over the line right side to the near circle. Flings it to the far corner. Reeves had it hop on him. Bruins trying to scrape it free. Far corner, Boquist gets his stick on it, as does Carlo. Beecher swung and missed, but the puck floated over his stick and out to center ice. Now Carlo stepped
nice
up, created
job by
a turnover.
Carlo, right? That's so important because that puck gets deep. Now that line is stuck on the ice, and you got a long change.
Edmondson took exception to Maroon's hit. Those two guys were teammates in St. Louis and won a Stanley Cup. Maroon barking at him as he exits. Long left wing feed. Heinen, he'll steer it in. Near corner, it's McCabe. Pounds it up the near side. Domi. He has the lone Leafs goal. Look out here. 2-on-1. Matthews over the line, high slot. Fires, and it's gloved by Ullmark as Matthews gets locked up with McAvoy. Zacha comes in to escort Bertuzzi out of the way. 4:46 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Leafs 1 in game 2.
Fans of Video Bank and Patrice Bergeron have teamed up again this season for Assists for Kids. For every Boston assist, they'll donate $50 up to $37,000 to help Metro West Youth hockey players pay for hockey. Get details at videobank.com/Team Bergeron. A Video Bank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Tyler Bertuzzi with a chop on Charlie McAvoy's feet. And the referee steps up and has a quick conversation with McAvoy. Face off in the near circle of Bruins end. Matthews will step in and take it against Coyle. Two big centermen dig down. Matthews wins it. Pushed up top, Lyubushkin. Near side, Domi. Flings to the middle. Deflected by Bertuzzi wide. Sent out in front. Bertuzzi couldn't get a backhand on it. Now Coyle knocked down. Domi scoops it up right of the cage. Try to chop it out in front. And Ullmark got a piece of it and he covers. 4:31 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1.
This line's got the only goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that's Domi had the goal in the first period. He takes this puck strong to the front of the net with McAvoy dogging him. He's coming from the right side to the left of Ullmark, and he's going to bring it strong, trying to get the forehand, and it was the poke check by Ullmark in the stick, knocking that puck away, and then alertly covering it up with the glove.
Matthews stays on for the draw in the right circle. If you look at his goal total, he had 69. Led the league for the third time in his career. That represented almost a quarter of the total goals that the Leafs scored this season. So there's an argument to be made that he has to score for the Leafs to be successful. Matthews ripped it wide, wrap around. Lindholm saved the goal at the near post.
Yeah, Domi tried to wrap that puck around.
Puck drilled back of the net. The Leafs turning up the offensive pressure.
It's all this line.
Near side, Liljegren lost it. The Bruins brush it ahead. Here's Pasternak up to the line left side. Into the near circle. Stop, start, shoots, blocked. Heinen now into the slot. Zacha fires, gets it back. Samsonov the save. Banked up top, just too hard for McAvoy to handle, and he'll track it down back into the Bruins zone.
He needed that chance, though, right? That's a good opportunity Zacha had, but at that last shift, the Matthews line started to ramp it up a little bit. The Bruins were back on their heels.
Bruins flip the puck ahead, wave it in deep. Samsonov stops it with a stick, and he'll have to cover up as it bounced out in front of him. 3:42 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 1.
It's a little awkward, wasn't it? Saved by Samsonov, a little bouncing puck. He wasn't sure, and then he quickly hopped on it. Lindholm, good defensive play on that wraparound chance there by Domi. Ullmark's out to try to take the initial shot. The puck gets partially blocked. It goes behind the net, and that's where Domi's trying to wrap it around. So he's already over on that far right side. It's a long way to come back to the other post. And that's where you need help from your defenseman, and you got it.
Face-off near circle. Frederick wins it cleanly, but it splits the D and comes out.
Yeah, miscommunication between Grzelcyk and McAvoy.
Bruins pounded in deep. McCabe going back to get it. Frederick couldn't apply the check as McCabe escaped him, and it's flipped over the line left side. Jarnkrok, he had a great chance on the power play.
Well, that's the one they reviewed.
At the end boards in the Bruins zone, Lauko trying to dig it free. Took a shoulder from Jarnkrok. They battle in the right corner. Tavares trying to get it free. Flipped ahead by the Bruins, but not out. McCabe holds, shoots, deflected out in front. We got a penalty. And Grzelcyk, I think, is going to go for knocking down Tavares in the slot. 3:08 left in the second.
Nice, gives Frederick a little bump.
Bruins 2, Leafs 1.
You know, battles in front of the net. if a guy goes down, is it a penalty when you're battling for space in front of the net? And let's face it, Grzelcyk isn't the strongest guy. He gives Tavares a little cross check. They're going to call him for interference. I guess I would have said maybe more of a cross check, but either way, it probably was a penalty. Sometimes, though, they ended up penalizing the stronger guy in those situations when you're battling, but that looked like a little bit of a cross check there.
Bruins going short-handed here for the third time.
I mean, it's not much. They haven't called much in this game, but
now Tavares kicked out of the faceoff. Matthews will come in and take it. A little early movement by Coyle. Resets. Off the draw, Matthews won it into the slot. Marner shoots. Hallmark the same. Rebound, they score. But that looked like it got knocked down by a high stick. It was batted as it was in the air. It got batted down, but remember, it has to be below the crossbar. And Tyler Bertuzzi looks like he's tied the game up at 2.
Yeah, it does pop up in the air. Does he get it above the crossbar? Absolutely. This is going to be called back. That puck gets up in the air in a hurry, and it's well above the crossbar. We get a pretty good look quickly at the replay. Unfortunately for Bertuzzi and the Leafs, this one will probably come back. Great hand-eye, but
on the ice is a good goal. It's now under review.
yeah, I mean, the replays, I mean, you were right on it, Judd. I thought so as well, but such a bang-bang play, it's hard to tell. The replays that we're seeing, like, it was a little bit of a tip by Bertuzzi, which caused Ullmark not to be able to handle it, but it sure looks like it's above the crossbar. It's not shoulder length, or shoulder height, I should say. It's crossbar height for goals.
We'll see if the guys in the Situation Room agree.
Wait, where's the Situation Room?
Here's the call. I think this is going to be quick.
After video review, the call on the ice has been changed. It was a high
stick. Yeah, no argument from the Leafs. They got possession off the face-off. We're able to rotate that puck towards the net. And that's how close this game is right now, right? You've had 2 goals that have been reviewed. Well, one was not a goal. Neither one was a goal. High stick, and the one that they wanted to make sure didn't go in as Ullmark made the save with the glove. And that was at the tail end of another power play. So the Bruins go shorthanded twice and give up a couple pretty good chances.
Bruins win the draw and rattle it all the way down. 1:49 left on the Grzelcyk penalty. Bruins up by 1 with just under 3 minutes left in the second. Here's Matthews ahead to Marner, center circle. Back to Matthews over the line. His pass hits some skates. It skids to the far side, and the Bruins clear. Samsonov sets it up. The Bruins change some of their penalty killers. Here's Riley. Up the right side, hands to Bertuzzi. Back for the late-coming Marner. He'll scramble out to the center circle, angling left over the line. Gets into the zone, bangs it to the far circle. Tavares pivots. Send it to Matthews up top. Riley walks in, feeds far side. It's fired, and Ullmark got a piece of it. Puck skitters to the right corner. Sent right to the net. Matthews sent it across, and DeBrusk with a block.
Yeah, DeBrusk, but also Ullmark's, the stick of Ullmark.
Zacha left circle, pulls up, turns, shot it wide on a spinorama backhand, short-handed. Out in the neutral zone, the Bruins slow the rush. Matthews brings it in, had it chopped at, gets a return feed. Matthews near side to Tavares, shoots, kicked out in front, and the puck skids to the near corner. 1:45 left here in the second. 2-1 Bruins, short for another 35 seconds. Puck flipped to the right point. Matthews stick handles, looks. The Bruins read it, but they couldn't complete it. It's fired. They score. Tavares fired it by the blocker of Ullmark. And the Leafs score their first power play goal of the series. Tavares, his first goal of the series. We're tied at 2.
And I know Tavares gets the goal, but there was a couple high-end plays made by Austin Matthews. He gets credit for his goal scoring, but made a couple of terrific plays. Like not just throwing pucks away, throwing them to the right person, right, the right player in the right situation. Even under some pressure out high, he's going to get this puck into the middle, and Tavares reaches. He's actually going to reach on the backhand in the slot area to corral this puck and then turn around and a quick shot that's going to fool Linus Ullmark and beat him to the blocker side. Looked like DeBrusk was going to be able to get to that puck, and I don't know if he had his stick lifted or it was chipped by him. And then Tavares with some time and space to turn and fire that puck.
So we're all even. That's the only goal of the second period. Geekie, center circle. He'll rip it in. Each team with a power play goal here tonight. The Bruins have had only one chance and scored with it. Along the near side, Reeves trying to pop it by Shattenkirk. Second attempt, and it trickles back into the Bruins zone to Pasternak. He'll wing it out to center ice. Geekie over the line left side. Shattenkirk to the near circle. Shoots, tips it off to save the rebound. Skidder to the far side.
Went off the body of Frederick.
Edmondson was locked up with Frederick. Edmondson made a signal as though he was almost guilty of a penalty. Pasternak right hash. Brushed off his stick. Frederick back to Pasternak. Spins. Far side shakes free from Camp. Frederick right of the net. Looking to the far side. Miscommunicated with Pasternak, and it's flipped back into the Bruins zone. 37 seconds left here in the second. 2 apiece. Here's McAvoy up the middle. Left wing to Marchand with a step. Shoots. Taps it off the save with a glove.
He fought it off. The rising shot going far side.
Now the Bruins wrist it toward the net, gloved by Samsonov. He'll poke it to the far corner. Edmondson drove it around to the near side with 15. Lindholm toppled Nyes. Lindholm with a puck. Lindholm left hash. Up top, just bounced by Marchand, sticking out to center ice with 8.
Lindholm with one hit, and then Maroon with another.
Bruins slap it back into the Leaf zone, and that's going to do it for the middle frame. In that second period, the Leafs with the only goal. We are through 40 minutes here in Game 2. It's the Bruins 2 and the Leafs 2. Bearsy and I will bring you back for the second intermission in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Now that spring is here, it's time to freshen up your look with a new pair of glasses from your neighborhood Pearl Vision. Discover a variety of designer brands to reflect your style, like Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com to find your perfect pair and get 40% off your lenses with frame purchase. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. In 6/30/24. Exams available at the Independent Doctors of Optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
Every day, Ferguson works with people transforming the world we live in. And we bring them the products, tools, experience, and scale to make complex projects simple, successful, and sustainable. Ferguson. Together, we build better.
The bedroom. Guys, that's one place it's better to do things the hard way. The easy part for guys is BlueChew.com. At BlueChew.com, get chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis, but cheaper. Medical consultation, but no doctor's office. Prescriptions, but no pharmacy visit. Try a free month for just $5 shipping using promo code YES at BlueChew.com. Confidence delivered. BlueChew.com. Promo code YES. The easy way to do it the hard way.
Innocent gun owners are locked up every day. Acting in self-defense, even when you do everything right, can put your freedom at risk. Prepare for everything that happens before, during, and after defending yourself by joining the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. USCCA members are educated, trained, and insured, providing the peace of mind every protector needs. See why responsibly armed Americans choose the USCCA as their all-in-one solution for self-defense. Visit uscca.com/protect to join today.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile Honda CR-V or Accord, all from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on the 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on the 2024 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details based on 2023 brand image words from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
High slot now, Liljegren. Near circle to Domi. Stick handles and looks. Up top it comes. Liljegren shoots. It never got to Ullmark. Out in front. Ullmark the stop on Nyes.
Yeah, that one got to Ullmark. The Nyes chance.
And then the puck. The Bruins are unable to exit it. Out in front, Yarncroke shoots. Ullmark, what a stop at the near post. He got it with the glove. How did he keep that out of there? That's our Bruins Exceptional Play, presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design, build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional, no exceptions. We've hit the second intermission here at TD Garden in Game 2, and the game is tied at 2. And Beersy, in that second period, the Leafs, maybe aided by a couple of power play chances, turned up the volume.
They did. I mean, the line 5-on-5 that's ramped it up a little bit was the Matthews line, right, with Domi and Bertuzzi. Other than that, I haven't really seen a lot of 5-on-5 pressure by the Leafs. You know, even in that period, I just thought, you know, when they took the too many men on the ice call, all of a sudden there was a little momentum given to the Leafs, and they had a couple of close calls during that power play. Even right after the penalty had expired, and then they finally cash in on the, I guess they call it interference, right? I'm going to look it up right now. It was interference on Matt Grzelcyk. It could have been a cross check. It wasn't a whole lot, but he knocked down Tavares in front, and then Tavares beats Ullmark to the blocker side. It's been a weird game for Ullmark in terms of the saves that he's made. They've been a little awkward, have they not? You know, he's been kind of down and swimming a little bit, and maybe it's just the way that the Leafs have attacked. I mean, even that last save that he made, there was, you know, the save on Yarncroke, right, from that right side. He had to get all the way over, but it was like an awkward save, and then an awkward finish to the save. It's been a little different from just you know, watching it for him. You know, it hasn't been that calm, cool, collected, you know, post-to-post save, and everything's under control. It hasn't been completely in control. So it's just had a little different look to it. For somebody who doesn't really know anything about goaltending, but watching him enough over, you know, the time, his tenure here in Boston, you kind of know when he's on, right? And you know when Swayman is on. And it just, there's a little bit of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it from him today. He's kept the puck out, but it's been a little. And then that last one beats him by Tavares. It looked like he was moving a little bit to his left and left some space on that blocker side, and Tavares beat him with it.
The Bruins generated 9 shots on goal in that second period, Beersy, and at times they've thrown a lot of pucks deep, but they haven't been able to keep that puck in the zone.
They haven't established their forecheck nearly the way that they've wanted to here in this game. The way that they talk about in this series, how you're going to try to beat Toronto by putting them back on their heels and working the puck down low. And I mean, how many times have we seen the Bruins really work the cycle, puck possession in the offensive end, tire the Leafs out? We have not seen a lot of that. Like I said, Toronto was aided by a couple power plays in that period. We'll see if the Bruins, get the benefit of one here in the third. But either way, 5-on-5, they need to do a better job of making the Leafs work. And that's, I thought Toronto did a pretty good job when the Bruins had possibilities in the offensive end. We talked about that double team in the first intermission. I didn't see it as much in the second because the Bruins didn't have as much pressure in the offensive end in the second. They had a couple chances off the rush, but really not a lot of chances off the cycle. So that's something, that's kind of their bread and butter right now. Last year they could score off the rush a lot more. If you score off the rush, great. I mean, but I don't think you can rely on it long term based on the way that the Bruins are built.
What sort of adjustments are you expecting to see from the Bruins as you look ahead of the third period tied at 2?
They need another gear offensively. I think they've been patient in this game. I think that they haven't made a lot of mistakes. They haven't given up odd man rushes. They haven't turned pucks over in critical areas. That part of their game has been good. They gave them the power play for too many men on the ice, and that was, you could see Jim Montgomery, and he was just fuming because, you're not giving them anything. It's a 2-1 game. You're not giving them anything. All of a sudden, you put them on the man advantage, and they get a little momentum from that. And the penalty, is it avoidable? Is it a huge cross-check or a huge interference? No, but it's enough, and it's in front of the net. The referees are keeping an eye in front of the net, so it's called, and Toronto makes them pay. You start playing with a little bit of fire when you put yourself in the box. But, the Bruins penalty killing generally has been very good. And that one, I think Allmark would like to have it back. It's a good shot from a guy that can score goals, but he gave him a little room over on that blocker side.
Scoring summary in the first, Morgan Geekie got it started at 10:18 from Marchand and DeBrusque on the power play. Max Domi tied it at 10:32, his first of the series, one apiece. David Pastrnak scored his first of the playoffs from Zacha and McAvoy at 19:52 to make it 2-1 Bruins heading into the second, where John Tavares tied it up on the power play, his first of the series at 18:26 from Matthews and Bertuzzi to make it 2 apiece at the end of 2. Shots on goal in favor of the Leafs, 26-19 at the end of 2 periods, and the man advantage, the Bruins 1-for-1, and the Leafs 1-for-3. Music of the game is brought to you by Life.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand for 2023. Well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic and Scion Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
We're all builders. The question is, what are we building? At Ferguson, we work with people transforming the world we live in. We have the products and
has arrived, which is even more of a reason to protect your eyes. Pearl Vision offers prescription sunglasses that let your style shine while protecting you from sunshine. From designers such as Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam by visiting pearlvision.com and get 40% off your second pair of glasses. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. End 6/30/24. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. It's going to be a busy year for country superstar Jason Aldean. He's extended his Highway Desperado tour and is teaming up with Kid Rock for Rock the Country tour dates. We've ranked our top 5 Jason Aldean music videos. Text Jason to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Jason to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
Connect with Boston's Home for Sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
WBC Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's Home for Sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, one other game currently in action around the NHL. The Islanders have a 3-0 lead over Carolina at the moment. Hurricanes have a 1-0 series lead. Later tonight, the Stars, they host Vegas, while the Edmonton Oilers, they host the LA Kings. Some other NHL news today. The Buffalo Sabres, they have rehired head coach Lindy Ruff. He was previously with New Jersey. The NFL draft is on Thursday night. Patriots taking offers for the number 3 overall pick. Also, the Chiefs have signed an extension with head coach Andy Reid, while the Jets have traded Zach Wilson to Denver, along with a 7th-round pick in exchange for a 6th-round pick. The 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings, currently benefiting the Boston Bruins Foundation, an organization that collaborates with charitable organizations that demonstrate a commitment to health and wellness, education, and athletics. To support the Boston Bruins Foundation and enter for a chance to win half a jackpot, visit bostonbruins.com/5050 to purchase tickets. The jackpot runs through the day after the final game. of round one. I'm Joe Murray. The third period's next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealer.
Hey guys, don't take my word that Blue Chew can get things going in the bedroom. Take hers. And hers. And hers.
Oh, yeah.
Go to BlueChew.com right now and meet online with a licensed medical provider. If you qualify, Blue Chew will give you a free month's supply of chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis for just $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and use the promo code YES for this amazing deal. Got it? Get it. BlueChew.com, promo code YES.
At CDI, we aren't predicting the future of IT, we're creating it. We offer award-winning IT consulting and services tailored to your business. Discover how to elevate your infrastructure, security, and more at CDILLC.com.
Are you a veteran? VA New England Healthcare provides state-of-the-art healthcare benefits to those who served our country. Call 844-VA-CARES and learn more about the benefits you earned and deserve. Call 844-VA-CARES.
Hey, it's Felger here for Catches Law, New England's injury attorneys since 1986, and now the official law firm of the New England Patriots. With over $2 billion won and over 50 local attorneys that live in the same communities as we do, Catches Law are the experts to turn to when you're injured and you can't work. Catches Law handles more workers' compensation cases than any other law firm in Massachusetts, winning the largest verdicts in the Commonwealth in 2020 and 2021. So let them get to work on your case. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Introducing Sparked Energy at Dunkin'. Available in 2 delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Drop by or order on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice. Caffeine from Caffeine and Guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, I'm Matt Reddy, Vice President of Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts and a cancer survivor. Thanks to finding my cancer early. The conditions we work under and the chemicals we're exposed to make cancer the leading cause of death for firefighters. The PFFM is aggressively pursuing programs to detect cancer early, increasing the rate of survival. Now, Service Credit Union and Boston Defender Charlie McAvoy are joining the battle, generously donating $50,000 to purchase early detection cancer screenings that will identify over 50 types of cancer. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73.
With UMass Lowell, becoming a high achiever is highly affordable. Choose from over 20 online graduate degrees under $20K. Get started today with UMass Lowell. Visit uml.edu/online.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub. Now it's time to look back at 100 years of Boston Bruins hockey, presented by Granite City Electric.
3 Bruins skate out. It is Bort leading the charge. On the left side, Channy back to Bort, kick in front of the net, score! The Boston Bruins take the lead with 1 minute and 21 seconds left.
Wow, Bob Cole on the call. That was April 21st, 1991. Raymond Bourque became the Bruins' all-time leading playoff scorer with 103 points after he notched 2 assists in a 3-2 victory in Game 3 in Montreal. Bourque finished his Bruins career with 161 Stanley Cup playoff points, which at the time put him 4th best among NHL defensemen in history. The Bruins won that series, by the way, in 7 games. Cam Neely, the power play game winner early in the third. Andy Moog stopped 35 of 36. That look back at 100 years of Bruins hockey was presented by Granite City Electric Supply, celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors and our communities throughout New England. Go to granitecityelectric.com. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the third period. The game knotted at 2. The Bruins trying to take a 2-0 lead into the series. Game 3 in Toronto on Wednesday night. Jersey and I will have that for you. Duncan pregame at 6:30. Face-off at 7 o'clock. Game 4 will not take place until Saturday.
Yeah, fine line. We talked about it in between periods, Judd, for the Bruins, in the sense that you want to be patient. You want to not make those mistakes that are going to cost you defensively, especially against an explosive offensive team like the Leafs. But at the same time, you want to push the pace at the other end of the ice. And I don't know if they've done, in fact, I know that they haven't done enough of it here in this game.
Puck pounded up the right side, and Marner will chip it deep. Allmark back to play it. They'll relay it to the near wall. Knies with a hit. Benoit comes down low. Near point It's Marner. He'll swing it back of the net. Grzelcyk spots it, races up the far side, and it's chopped to the middle. The Leafs have it. A backhand from Marner is gloved by Ullmark.
Yeah, Tavares won a battle over there along the far boards, and wasn't a overly difficult shot to make that save on, as Marner got the backhand away, but it was Tavares who got the loose puck. And Montgomery pacing a little bit. You know, you lose a battle along the wall. Having a little conversation now with some of the guys that come off the ice.
They saw him near circle the Bruins end.
Oh.
Matthews, Coyle
won that draw and hit the linesman's skate, stayed right there in the faceoff circle.
Puck was sent out, drilled back in. Lindholm takes a look. He's got Matthews coming at him. Lobs it up the left side on the fresh ice. This goes all the way down for icing. The faceoff will come back into the Bruins zone.
Fans, Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins, has won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Matthews will step in and take the draw. He's got assists on both Leafs goals here tonight.
He's been effective. He's had a couple dangerous shots.
Wins the draw. Riley near side. Shoots. Ullmark to save. The rebound scooped up by Coyle.
I guess whenever he's shooting, it's dangerous, right?
Absolutely. 69 goals out in front. Matthews is shot, and Ullmark steers it aside.
That's a good save by Ullmark. Good read. Matthews on the turnaround backhand.
DeBrusk right point to the high slot. Fire. Samsonov to save. Rebound. Samsonov. Stop Marchand. Coyle grabs it right at the cage. Flipped it over to the far side.
Wow, I mean.
Out in front. Marchand almost got a loose puck.
The Leafs are so far down low.
Left point now. Lindholm. Right point. Carlo. Near circle. Marchand feathered it up top. Carlo. Far side now. Lindholm. High slot. Carlo. Right circle. Marchand shoots. Blocked. And the Leafs will skate it ahead out to center ice is Bertuzzi. He'll flip it down the left wing boards.
Yeah, he's gassed.
And back of the Bruins net, it's Lindholm. An outlet up the left side.
Two great saves by Samsonov that time. He got Marchand on the rebound chance.
Here's Tavares over the line left side. His pass to the middle. The Bruins deflected. Ullmark hands it over to the far side. The Bruins guided up left wing and out to center ice. Here's Geekie over the line. Open the scoring for the Bruins tonight, and Lauko was just a step offside. Looks back at the linesman.
Yeah, two great saves. One off the stick of DeBrusk on the initial shot. Big rebound out to his right. And I believe it's Marchand coming in late on the rebound chance. It was. What a save. He just extends with the right pad to get this rebound chance. And Marchand had some room upstairs, but wow. He hasn't been tested a ton, but that was strong right there.
Marchand taking a look at it right now.
He gave up the rebound, so he had to get over there.
18:03 left here in the third. We're tied at 2. Only Cam Neely has scored more Stanley Cup playoff goals than Brad Marchand. Shattenkirk scraped it up the far side. Along the wall, the Leafs keep it in. Shattenkirk gets it back on his backhand. Couldn't get it out at the right point. Lyubushkin to the far side. Holmberg. Holmberg back of the cage. Wanted a center. Beecher scraped it to the far side. Robertson knocked off stride. Gets it back. Shot it through the goal mouth. Near point Edmondson. Flings it near side Robertson. Up top, he'll fling it down low. Back of the net. Here's Holmberg. Right circle. Lyubushkin to the slot. It's tapped away. Off a Leaf stick and all the way down. The Bruins change.
You know, going back to that last shift that the Bruins had in the offensive end, we talked about them trying to put some pressure on. The Leafs, like all 5 guys down below the tops of the circles. It's so obvious that they want to protect around that area.
Frederick delays, brings it in. He'll drive it down low. Far corner, it's Geekie. Up top to the left point. Grzelcyk bangs it back of the net. Frederick pulled free from the check. Frederick left of the cage. Draws Reeves to him. Frederick far side. Again, Reeves trying to get the puck from him.
Look where all 5 players are for the Leafs right now, Judd. It's
below the hash
down
marks.
below the dots.
And the Leafs with the puck. Puck drilled ahead and into the Bruins zone. Neither of these teams during the regular season got a lot of goal production from their
Reeves
blue
won't
line.
let Geekie get off the ice.
Pasternak brings it in, twists to the high slot, shoots off a skate wide, and we've got to stop. We're going to have another penalty for too many men.
It's Reeves not allowing Geekie to get off the ice. He's pushing him into the bench.
Number 75, 2 minutes holding.
Yeah. Bruins get a penalty too. Yeah. So Reeves is holding him, but the Bruins had already had a guy jumping on the ice. But Geekie's by the bench, and Reeves won't let him off. But somebody had already hopped on the ice for him because Geekie's going for a line change. He's right by the bench. Okay, change. Somebody hops for him, and Reeves pushes him all the way down towards the Leafs bench. Won't let him off the ice.
Then how can you call that too many men?
They just did.
And the Bruins are giving it to the referee right now. They're both having a conference. There's nothing the Bruins could have done in that instance.
I mean, you see Geekie coming to the bench. I'm hopping on the ice.
Jim Montgomery is giving it to the linesman. And referee Jean Hébert comes over.
The too many men doesn't happen if Reeves just allows Geekie to go on the bench. I'm right by the bench. If he's coming to the bench and I'm changing for him, I'm going. So, because you expect him to come off the ice.
Bruins are still waiting for a guy to come over and serve. I think it's going to be Maroon. What a break for Toronto.
Huge break. It's... Yeah.
16:27 left here in the third.
They
We're
gave him
tied
holding.
at 2.
You can give him interference. You can give him the double minor, right?
Or you could just take that.
The too many men doesn't happen
if
Reeves. Yeah.
Zaka in for the draw right circle, wins it to McAvoy up top. Flipped it over to the left point, Lindholm. Shot it out in front. Samsonov the save as you had Zaka flashing with a blue paint. So 4-on-4 here for another minute 55. 16:21 left here in the third. We're tied at 2. Zaka and Pasternak up front. McAvoy and Lindholm on the back end. The face-offs through 2 periods virtually even. Now Zaka's kicked out of the draw. Pasternak will step in and take it. Batted to the far side. Pasternak's got it. Pasternak swings to the far hash. Cut off by Marner. Squirts it back of the net. Edmondson with it. He'll reverse it over to the far side. Back of the Leafs net. McCabe swings to the far hash. It's Marner. Stops back of his net. Marner will walk it up the middle. Gathers speed out at center ice. Over the red line, over the blue line, high slot. It's dished to the near point. Pounded down low by McCabe. Cut off by Lindholm on his backhand. He'll throw it calmly back of the net. McAvoy up the middle. Right wing feed looking for Pasternak. This is going to be icing on the Bruins.
One other game going on right now, Judd. It's the Islanders had a 3-0 lead. Their late second period, they now lead the Carolina Hurricanes by the score of 3-1. Carolina up 1 game to none in that series.
Face-off near circle, the Bruins end. Zaka will step in for the face-off against Matthews.
Yeah, long shift for Pasternak and Zaka and the D-men, but
Matthews wins the draw, gloved by Riley. He'll pound it to the right point. Liljegren shoots. Hallmark shrugged it off. That looked like it changed directions.
It hit Matthews.
Up to the right point, Marner. An area pass to the near side, and Lindholm shakes free from Riley, and the Bruins guide it to the middle. Now we'll start to change. 4 aside for another 57 seconds in a 2-2 game here in Game 2. Bruins victorious in Game 1. Now Marchand's pass picked off by Tavares. Bruins get it back. Here's Marchand, right wing feed Coyle. He'll flip it to the right corner. Marchand gets inside position on Benoit. Back of the net, it's scraped to the far corner. Coyle up top. Now Grizzly, right point Carlo. Skates, bottom right wing circle. Shoots Samsonov the save and the rebound. Carlo sent just wide. Left point now Grizzly. Right circle Coyle. Shoots Samsonov the save. Coyle gets it back. Coyle near side. Coyle at the right point. right point. He'll skate around to check. Shoots. Samsonov to save. Marchand couldn't get it free. Coyle a stick lift.
He was in a battle with Benoit. Marchand was in front of the net.
Marchand's going to head off and change. 9 seconds left on the matching penalties given to the Bruins and Leafs. Back of the net. Here's Shattenkirk. Cut it off. He'll skate up the right side. Left wing feed. And this puck won't get out. It was a tweener. Sent out in front, and Matthews swung and missed at an aerial puck. Just out of the box is Maroon. Chases right corner, so each team back at full strength as it's chipped to the near side. Matthews an outlet to Domi. He's got a goal tonight. Bruins have led 1-0 and 2-1. Now Domi, far corner. Tried to center. Gets it to Matthews. He'll skid the puck over to the near side. Near wall, Geekie pulls it free. Chipped it to the middle. Just missed DeBrusk's stick. DeBrusk gets it back, and he'll fire it deep. 13:45 left here in the third, 2 apiece. Samsonov, far corner, plays it to Liljegren. Left wing feed, a little too far for Edmondson. Now Bertuzzi chopping at it. Geekie rolled it down the right wing boards. Frederick chases Liljegren. He left it for Edmondson. Pinching is Carlo. Puck stayed in for a second. And now Holmberg along the near side. Bruins get it back off the turnover. Geekie, he'll flip it to the right corner. Bruins will start to change. Riley back of his net, flushed out by Lauko. Up the left side, Holmberg over the red line. He'll push it to the near corner. Shattenkirk back. Haven't called Peake's name in a while. Near point now, Yarncroke shoots. Blocked out in front. Rebound. Did Olmark stop this puck with his glove? Or did it hit the far post? 12:59 left here in the third. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 2 here in game 2. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Spin your passion into a business with Shopify and break sales records with the world's best converting checkout. Let's hear that one more time. The world's best converting checkout. Shopify's legendary checkout makes it easier for customers to shop on your website, across social media, and everywhere in between. Now that's music to your ears. Any way you spin it, you can be a smash hit with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/records.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from Honda. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid.
See dealer for financing details.
We're all builders. The question is, what are we building? At Ferguson, we work with people transforming the world we live in. We have the products and tools they need to help them move faster. We bring our partners the knowledge, experience, and scale to make complex projects simple, successful, and sustainable. Ferguson helps build the things that make things better. Ferguson. Together, we build better.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Face off in the far circle of Bruins end. Secure priority access for your group outing for the Bruins 24-25 season by placing a $200 deposit today. A group outing to a Bruins game is a great way to entertain clients, reward employees, or get together with family and friends. Plus, you can save big off box office prices. Head to bostonbruins.com/groups to place your group deposit now.
Tell you, unbelievable save that time. It looked like Allmark came across and maybe got a piece of it. Looked like he got a piece of it with the glove. And Lindholm was in the neighborhood, but that's a great opportunity from Robertson. And you had picked up on it, said you hadn't called Peake's name in a while. He is not on the Bruins bench. He's not played this period. The reports are that he got hit with a shot a little bit earlier.
So the Bruins down to 5D. Shattenkirk flips it over to the far side and back into the Leafs end. Bruins get it back. Beecher bumped it to the near side of the red line. Carlo flings it in off the glass to the far side. Beecher closes on McCabe. Right corner Benoit couldn't get it out. Held in by Carlo. Puck flipped to the far side. Shattenkirk charges down low. Dewar nowhere to go with it. He'll drive it back of the net. And the Leafs looking to exit. Benoit, an outlet up the left side. It's deflected off of Reeves and Carlo over the glass.
Bruins hockey is brought to you by Removal Pro of New England. If your home or office needs an oil tank removed or installed, call the experts at Removal Pro at 740-TANK-PRO. If it's big and heavy and it's got to go, call Removal Pro at 740-TANK-PRO. Online at oilremovalpro.com.
Former Bruins head coach Claude Julien in the house. Showing him on the video wall right now. Out at center ice. McAvoy will fade back into his own zone. Coyle backhands it in. And the Bruins offside. That puck got deflected. 12:05 left here in the third. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 2. Shots this period in favor of the Bruins, 5-4.
Both goaltenders have made great saves this period.
Samsonov on DeBrusk and Marchand on one sequence. Hallmark on Robertson. Boyle will dig down for the draw against Matthews. Matthews wins the faceoff. The home teams, by the way, held serve in every game thus far. In game one, some of that may change.
Yeah, Islanders are up right now 3-1 on Carolina.
That would be the first road win for a team in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. Puck squirts up the middle and out to center ice. Coyle's got it. Marchand had to retrieve his stick. The Bruins back at their own line. Here's Lindholm angling left. He'll rifle it in. Around it comes. Edmondson plays it to the far side. DeBrusk trying to get in under his stick. Bertuzzi played it off the wall. He'll sky it just out. Bruins flip it to the near side. Reload, pound it in. Samsonov stops it. Dish to the near corner, Edmondson. An outlet up the left side now. Nyes brings it in. Flipped it to the near corner. Back of the net. Carlo just hammered Nyes with a hit in the near corner. Down he went. Back of the net. Here's Lyubushkin. Send it around to the near side. Who's going to defend for him? Pasternak flings it to his open far side. Riley's over. Now Zacha traps the puck in the far corner. Riley over to help. Still. And the Leafs get to it. Here's Nyes. Muscled it out to center ice. Flipped it just inside the Bruins line. Both teams changing. McAvoy twists to the middle. Over the spoke B. He'll fling a backhand in. Frederick going to chase. Sent around to the far side. Yarncroke waits for it. He'll chip it back out. Shattenkirk with it. Puck on edge. He'll pound it back at his net. Near side. Bruins slap it to the near point. Not out. McAvoy released it over to the near side. Benoit comes down low. And the Bruins with an outlet up the middle. Here's Frederick.
A little bit
Left
of a shorter
feed.
bench offensively, Judd, right now.
We got an icing call here on the Bruins.
Boquist playing up front with Frederick and Geekie.
Icing on the Bruins. Faceoff will come down to our left with 10:09 remaining in regulation. Tied at 2. Just got a note from the Bruins that Andrew Peeke is questionable to return. As the attrition starts. Matthews in for the draw against Geekie. Matthews wins it. Tapped up to Edmondson, near side Marner. To Matthews, shoots. Hallmark, a good skate save.
Yeah, they loaded up a little bit that time on the offensive zone faceoff after the icing with Marner and Matthews together.
Boquist crashes into Edmondson. Liljegren up the right side. His dish to the middle just got out. Brought back in by Marchand. They say this is onside. That was close.
Yeah, no, but Coyle got out on the other side.
And then Liljegren indirect off the wall. Chopped in by Marner. Hallmark steers it back to the net. Carlo drove it around. Here's Coyle. Puck just got out too far in front of him. Bruins recover. Here's Coyle. He's got a little extra jump here in the third. Left of the net, Coyle. Back of the net. Flipped it out in front. Far side, Lindholm. Drove it back of the cage. Now Riley, run into by Coyle. Took the hit, an outlet to the middle. Here's Lyubushkin, up right wing. He'll drive it into the right corner. Hallmark stops it. Sent it to the far corner. Lauko met in the near corner by Dewar. Ran out of room. Kampf over to help. Bruins pop it up the left side. Benoit gloved it back in offside. Took a hit after he did. 9 minutes left here in the third period. Bruins 2 and the Leafs 2 here in game 2 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
The Honda you want is here. Now's the perfect time to drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
Every day, Ferguson works with people transforming the world we live in, and we bring them the products, tools, experience, and scale to make complex projects simple, successful, and sustainable. Ferguson. Together, we build better.
We're CCRI, and we're more than you think. Our 4 campuses offer flexible class schedules with over 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance in the one you already have. And with more than 70 transfer agreements, along with the lowest tuition in Rhode Island, CCRI is the smart choice.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Pavel Zacha, Charlie McAvoy with the assists on David Pasternak's late first period goal, which at the time gave the Bruins a 2-1 lead. With those feeds, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation donates another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about Feeding the Puck for Families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Face off in the near dot just beyond the Bruins line. Geeky Frederick Lauko out against Holmberg, Robertson, and Yarncroke. Third line against third line. Holmberg kicked out of there. Yarncroke will step in. He had 20 goals a year ago, 10 this year, but he missed considerable time on 2 different occasions. Once to a busted knuckle, the other to a broken hand. Near side, the Bruins pop it ahead. Yarncroke tied up with Frederick. Bruins muscle it up right wing and get it out. In front of his bench, Liljegren wrists it in. Carlo takes a look. Popped it up the near side. Holmberg kept it in. Now Carlo knotted up in the corner. Got a little help from Geeky. He'll fling it to the far side. Grzelcyk taps it over the line looking for Frederick. Chop to the far point, back to the red line. Now along the near side. Robertson. I think there were some complaints for too many men.
Mild, but yes, there were.
Far side in the neutral zone, Heinen.
Toronto management team sitting right next to us.
Easy to listen, or easy to hear.
They're right in my left ear, I know that.
8 minutes to go here in the third. We're tied at 2. And now here's Matthews, cuts in, shoots, he scores! He gets free from the blue line in and gives the Leafs their first lead.
You know, McAvoy's got this red. He's right at the blue line. It's a puck that's flipped into the air from the Toronto blue line, and Matthews is able to glove this puck down and stay on side at the same time as he gets behind McAvoy, makes this little deke, and ends up going to his forehand. Yep, onside, gloves it, gets it to the stick, backhand, forehand, upstairs, over the right pad of Ullmark.
First time that the Bruins have trailed in the series, so it's 3-2 Leafs with just under 8 minutes remaining in regulation. Zacha out for the draw. Tavares wins it. And it's fired into the Bruins zone. Ullmark stops it back of the net, pushed to the near corner, and outlet to the middle. Nyes didn't get a lot on his shot, and the rebound. Tavares had it in his skis.
Yeah, that's a turnover for the Bruins there.
And here's Grzelcyk. He'll skate it up the left side. Pastrnak over the line right side. Pastrnak, who's got a goal tonight. Pastrnak had to shake to the middle, and Nyes cut it off. And then Nyes got knocked down by Pastrnak, who stepped into him. Here's McAvoy at the red line. He'll fling it in. Samsonov, boy, those saves he made early in the third period on DeBrusk, and Marchand looming even larger. Nice, couldn't bat it out. It's drilled in out of midair by Geekie, grabbed by Edmondson back in his own end. Edmondson lugs the mail up the middle. It's deflected away at the Bruins line, kicked in by Kampf. Lindholm back of the net to the near corner. This doesn't get out. Left point Edmondson shoots just wide. Rebound far corner Reeves. Knotted up with Geekie. Back of the net Kampf. Spins off a check. Kampf near corner. And Shattenkirk played the body with the puck to Dewar. Dewar right circle. To Lilleberg. Back to Dewar. Shoots. Blocked. In the slot. Swatted by Frederick Free. And now here's Lindholm. Trying to shake off Dewar. Does. Up the left side. Here's Lindholm to Frederick. He'll carry in to the right circle. One-handed back of the cage. Threw it through the paint. And over to the far side. Bertuzzi got knocked down by Frederick. And the Bruins unable to keep the puck in. As Frederick gets locked up with several Leafs along the far side. 6:18 left here in the third. 3-2 Leafs here in game 2.
It's hockey season. It's Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
So Austin Matthews, after getting shut out in game 1 with a goal and 2 assists here in game 2. Face off in front of the Leafs bench. Coyle, Marchand, and DeBrusk out there for Jim Montgomery. Coyle will take the draw against Matthews. Bruins win it. Here's DeBrusk, shortens up on the stick. He'll rip it in. Back of the net, Lyubushkin. Sent it up the middle. Marchand created a turnover. He's got it near side. Marchand, a backhand. Samsonov the save, and that backhand fluttered. And then Lyubushkin just took a pop at Coyle.
He's going. Go. He's going.
And Marchand just got chopped in the back of the leg.
By Bertuzzi.
I think he might be going too.
They're definitely taking one of them. They're definitely taking Lyubushkin.
The referee pointed at Bertuzzi. I think they're both going. .603 remaining in the third. The Leafs up by a goal. The referee's trying to separate Lyubushkin from Coyle. What are the calls?
The Bruins have to be going on a power play here. At least a 5-on-4. The original call is going to Lyubushkin. I don't know if they're going to take Coyle or not. I don't think so. He was just standing there. He took a punch.
Toronto penalty number 46 and Boston penalty number 13. Both have 2 minutes each for roughing.
Unbelievable.
Then Toronto number 59 has 2-minute minor penalty for slashing.
There you go. There's the one at the end.
Marchand and Tavares,
like I said,
both
at least
want to have a word with the ref.
I actually don't know how Coyle gets a penalty here. But the Bruins will go on the power play. I mean, it's a dumb penalty by Bertuzzi. It's a good chop to the back of the leg by Bertuzzi, well after the whistle on Marchand. So they will get the power play. I don't know how Tavares can even be complaining right now. They're lucky they're not down 5-on-3.
For the Bruins, this is their first power play since the first period, only their second one of the game. They have 1 shot on it and 1 goal.
I don't think Tavares was complaining. I think he was trying to get things straightened out to make sure that they know who's, it's Bertuzzi coming out of the box after the 2 minutes if they kill the penalty, right?
So you've got Pasternak, Zacha, Heinen, Maroon, Shattenkirk out there to begin. Zacha in for the draw against Kampf. They scrum for the puck at the far dot. Who's going to win it? They're still going at it. Pulled free by Heinen with a stick lift.
No.
Bruins rim it back of the net. Here's Maroon. Brushed it around to the near side. Pasternak. Converged on by Marner.
But by two guys right away.
Here's Heinen. Lots of room. Across. Here it comes. And Samsonov the save. There's a rebound on the blast by Shattenkirk.
Well, when they want to be that aggressive on Pasternak, right? You had two guys all the way down on him. That puck's almost in the corner. If you win that battle, which they do, now Heinen's got time and space up high, moves it over to the left wing circle for Shattenkirk in the one-timer. Shattenkirk's got the option to come back into the middle. It looks like for Zacha if he wants to. But he takes that one-timer, and it's a good one. And Samsonov reads and gets over.
Bruins win the draw. Up top it comes Shattenkirk. He'll walk to the middle. Feeds left to Pasternak in the half wall. Back up top Shattenkirk to Pasternak quickly. Pasternak threads it into the slot, and it's rejected all the way down by the Leafs. Shattenkirk grabs it. He'll swing behind his net. 5:22 left here in the third. Bruins down by a goal on the power play. Zacha flings over the line. Maroon. Knocked down by McCabe in the far corner. The puck far side. And the Leafs win the battle, and down it goes.
Maroon barking at the referee.
Here's Shattenkirk. Back of his net. He'll carry it ahead. Angles by the first Toronto penalty killer, and then the Bruins send it over to the far side. Marchand had hopped on. Marchand will take it back into his own zone, gets everybody to get back on the same page. 40 seconds left in the Bertuzzi penalty. Here's Pasternak up the middle. Drilled in. The Bruins trying to go fast break, and it got deflected at the line, and it's cleared by the Leafs.
We talked about how Pasternak went off the ice a couple times, after 1 minute. Not this time.
Marchand speeds his way in, cuts to the far side, around a stick check, off the glass. Marchand tries to dig it free. The Leafs have it, and Dewar will bounce it all the way down. 12 seconds left on the Bertuzzi penalty. And now here's McAvoy. He'll carry it ahead, up the middle, over the red line. Over the blue line left side, it's Boquist. Took a check, pulls up in the far corner, squirts the puck to the hash. Marchand in the slot, shoots, Samsonov the save. Rebound, grabbed by the Leafs, and they'll fire it off the glass and out. They're back to full strength. Indirect off the wall, Boquist. Over the line, Geekie, who had a guy breaking, wanted to send it to the far side, and Beecher. Leafs pound it around. This won't get out. Left point, it's Boquist. Tried to drive it down low, and it's hacked out to the neutral zone. 3.5 minutes remaining here in regulation in game 2. Leafs trying to tie the series. The Bruins victorious in game 1. Matthews far side. Had a problem with the stick check. Pulls free. Drives it on left wing to Riley. And he'll snap it in. Here's Beecher. Beecher couldn't get the puck out. Here's Tavares near side. He scored on the power play to tie the game in the second period. Now Nyes near side. Near corner Grzelcyk. He'll roll it around. Beecher popped it back into the Leafs end with just under 3 minutes remaining here in regulation. We got to keep our eyes on Omar as the puck is deflected in. Icing here on Toronto.
Yeah, long pass by Benoit, looking for Nyes up high at the far blue line. Bruins got one good look there. That was for Marchand on the backhand pass from Boquist. He's in the slot. He's going to rip this shot low, trying to go blocker side, and Samsonov pushes off, comes out, cuts down the angle, and gets it with the right pad.
Coyle and Lyubushkin are out of the box. Both will skate to their benches. So now you've got DeBrusk, Zacha, and Pasternak out there. Austin Matthews with the game's only goal here in the third period to break a 2-2 tie. The puck rimmed around McAvoy. Took a bump near side from Nyes. Held in the right corner. Zacha was toppled. McAvoy couldn't snag the puck. Near wall, the Bruins trying to get to it. Chopped over to the near side. Nyes just got it out to center ice. 2:31 remaining in regulation. Pivoting is Zacha. He'll flip it to the right corner.
Yeah, he wanted to go tape to Pasternak, but couldn't get it there because Nyes was in the way.
And now back at his own line is Shattenkirk. Swings up the right side. McAvoy couldn't hold it. Back into the Bruins zone. Yarncroke pokes it deep. Bruins flip it over to the near side. DeBrusk works his way around to pick. Drove it Off a skate, it's gloved out in the neutral zone by Edmondson and rimmed in. Allmark back of the net sets it up for Lindholm. Just under 2 minutes remaining in regulation. 3-2 Leafs here in game 2. Lindholm.
He's got to be going to the bench now.
He is. And the Bruins send it in. This is going to be icing, and he's going to have to stay on.
The pass that was a rolling puck. Lindholm tried to make a pass that went behind everybody and all the way down.
Faceoff will be in the left circle of Bruins end. Matthews, Marner, and Bertuzzi up front for Sheldon Keefe. Coyle will take the draw against Matthews. And the Leafs drive it behind the Bruins net. Lindholm escapes a check. Indirect off the wall. Out at center ice. The pass intended for Heinen. He couldn't scoop it up in flight. Lindholm up the left side. Marchand back to the middle. Coyle left wing looking for Heinen. Far corner Heinen. Allmark to the bench for the extra attacker. 6-on-5. The Bruins only scored 2 of these during the regular season.
Terrible play there.
McAvoy keeps it in. Pasternak along the near side. It's flipped to the middle, held in by Coyle, right point. Shoots, blocked, and it's drilled up the middle, knocked out of midair by Coyle on the offering by Matthews. The Bruins rim it in around the boards, over to the far side with 1:03 left. Leafs up 3-2. Far side McAvoy. Across to the right point, Shattenkirk deflected. Samsonov to save the rebound. It's free. Popping far side. They're still battling in the blue paint. Samsonov is turned around, and finally they blow the whistle. Pasternak is barking at the referee.
I don't know if the puck was free or not, but there was no whistle, and the referee was right on top of it. That was a good look from Shattenkirk. The Bruins gained control in the offensive end. Shattenkirk's going to look for the high tip from the right point. He gets it off the stick of Zacha. Great save there made by Samsonov. That puck was free. And that was Matthews who kept it out initially, and then just mayhem in front of the net trying to find that loose puck. Samsonov he didn't know where that puck was. He made the save and then couldn't find it. It was behind him. Matthews helps keep it out.
I haven't heard the signal for a timeout, even though Jim Montgomery looks like he's about to take the dry erase board out.
Well, they'll wait as long as they can.
49 seconds remaining in regulation. And the Bruins down by a goal. Morgan Geekie opened the scoring at the 10:18 mark on the power play. The Leafs took only 14 seconds to answer. That was Max Domi with the goal. David Pasternak scored with 8 seconds remaining in that first period to give the Bruins a 2-1 lead in the second. A late power play goal by John Tavares to tie the game at 2, and then in the third at the 12:06 mark, Matthews got free, set up by Domi and Lyubushkin at 12:06 to make it 3-2 Leafs, and that's where we stand with 49 seconds remaining in regulation. Faceoff will be in the far circle of the Leafs end. Tavares is going to take the draw for Toronto. He's under 500. And the Bruins win this. Far side, it's Shattenkirk. Nudged it to Pasternak. Back of the net to DeBrusk. DeBrusk flipped it to the right point. McAvoy far side. It's bumped up top. Shattenkirk to Pasternak. Here it comes. Samsonov to save. He got a good look at it and took it up high and held.
Yeah, I thought Pasternak might take the shot initially, but he ended up returning the pass up back high to Shattenkirk, and then Shattenkirk slid it back over to him. By the time he got it, he was well outside the dot. Samsonov's there. He's in good position. It's just a matter of if you can beat him or not, right? It's a positional save.
Tavares wins this draw. The Leafs rim it around. McAvoy pinches. This won't get out. Marchand muscled it to the right of the net. Pasternak. Saucer to the far side. Shattenkirk. Back of the, now to the far corner. Pasternak wanted to return it back in the cage. 18 seconds remaining. Bruins down by a goal. Far side, the Leafs get to it. Just get it out to center ice with 13. Camp with it, far side. Backhand off the side of the net with 8. Flip to the far side with 5. Here's Saka. He'll carry it ahead. McAvoy over the line, high slot, fires, and this one is blocked. He got tripped up as Edmondson chopped him down, and this game has gone final. Austin Matthews with a game winner and 2 assists. And the Boston Bruins and Toronto Maple Leafs are tied up at 1 as this series is going to head north of the border for Game 3 on Wednesday night. Your final. Maple Leafs 3 and the Bruins 2. Beersy and I will bring you back for the postgame show in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. From sparkling, flavored, and bottled waters to zero-sugar sports drinks, teas, and sodas, consumers are taking advantage of these choices. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. To learn more, visit balanceus.org.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Colorful flowers, blue skies, sunny days. Peek outside. Spring has arrived, which is even more of a reason to protect your eyes. Pearl Vision offers prescription sunglasses that let your style shine while protecting you from sunshine. From designers such as Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam by visiting pearlvision.com and get 40% off your second pair of glasses. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. And 6/30/24. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment